No, that's 2 minutes for an ad break. Absolutely not. Are you kidding? 45-second delay.
Hey there.
Oh my god. Okay, let's check out actual Twitch.
Killing herbs. I'm currently on a road trip with Doc Holliday.
We are Tennessee bound.
Fuck.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
Welcome everyone to the World's 2024 Finals between T1 and BLG. As we take a look at beautiful London, where we have spent our entire week in anticipation for this matchup, and all fans are lining up. I also saw Candace there. What are you doing there, girl? And everyone who is here at the iconic O2 Arena. Here we also see the trophy
London,
arrivals
Jesus.
presented by Mercedes-Benz, because we cannot have a championship without having a trophy. Am I right? Let's take a look at this. I mean, I'm really excited to see how
It's
they
sick.
play it out. What a wonderful partnership. Did you see the video with Roger Federer? Also?
That was
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah, that was
I was like,
sick.
everybody should get
Yeah,
him.
let's go.
Roger Federer, to me, one of the greatest sportsmen ever.
Yep.
Universally beloved, incredible tennis player. So really cool to see. And the entire year, we have been building towards this one day.
What?
And I can't wait to see what's about to happen.
And you see, of course, the champions that
302-1.
came before whoever wins today are all engraved on the Summoners Cup as Seb, our esteemed Seb, who makes sure that everything runs well here in the O2 and for Worlds in general, is going to bring it in for us. Hello, everybody. My name is Shox, and I'm joined here by Emily, Maurits, and Dagda to lead you through Countdown. Azale is also joining us in just a little bit, but we couldn't be happier, Rob.
It's a banger. It's T1 versus BLG. Like, what a moment for so many of these teams and players and fans around the world.
Absolutely. I know that you have a couple of people you know in the audience.
wow.
I do as well. It's always
Hour
extra
pre-show,
special. I hope
alright.
we can make it a great show for not just
So
them,
people
for
saying now.
everybody.
Here,
Just a little
there's the
bit,
analyst
but
desk there,
we couldn't
and
be
the casters
happier,
are there.
Rob.
It's a banger.
There's the main
It's
stage.
T1 versus
Has to do for now.
BLG.
There's gonna be
like, what a
Faker.
moment for so
Faker.
many of these teams and players and fans around the world.
Absolutely. I know that you have a
There's
couple
gonna
of
be
people you
Faker.
know in the audience. I do as well.
Chat,
It's
I wanna
always
watch the
extra
teaser.
special.
Can we watch
I
the
hope
teaser?
We can make it
Let's watch the teaser real quick.
a O2 Arena. Now,
Wait, fuck,
Worlds
I don't know
has
if you
been
can see my
long
mic.
and awesome, and there have been a lot of cool moments. Now,
Wait,
we
hold up.
wanted to
I
pull
don't know
up
if we can
something
watch
called
the teaser.
Aura Meter, and we're going to need you to cheer to kind of tell us if you
Wait,
think
chat, I'm gonna
that
test
this
something.
moment
Nope.
brought in.
Can you
Alright,
hear me when
here
I
we
go
I'm
there?
going to do my best. I'm
Yeah,
great
it's
at
beautiful.
drawing.
Okay,
I see.
okay,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So we
okay.
got the full
Or not.
spectrum.
So it goes from
I
Elf
just wanted to
yawning,
point out, yeah, it's Elf
Can you hear me when I
yawning
swap
in
to
the
that one?
crowd, and then Faker in the Mercedes.
the get-in loser. Okay, cool. What's our first clip? Let's take a look. Okay. Titan.
P10!
Or planes right. I'm gonna say what, like
P10.
60-70%.
There's a delay, so tell me if you can hear me or not.
And it's so sick to see the passion that these Brazilian teams bring in those type of moments.
I was gonna say, this is just an average CBLOL day. Honestly, it's like, they
It
pop
was
up like
muted.
this all the time, which I absolutely love. It's one of the things I love most.
Okay, let's see
Hey,
what our
hold on, let me
next
copy
moment
paste
is.
Wait, so you hear me now, yeah?
There were a lot.
Oh,
What's
no.
this one?
Can you hear me now without the broadcast?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can you hear this? You can't hear that, right? I can't hear it either. Because it's coming
Just
through
forget
here.
what a champion does. It happens to everyone.
But Nunu's so
Fuck,
popular.
I can hear the broadcast.
Especially in Korean solo.
Wait, how do we fix
See
that?
all the
The worst
time.
part is the way that Nunu, like,
Um,
the poem just walks away. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
do we fix
maybe
that?
in hindsight would have rather,
How do I not hear the
won that
broadcast?
series and not have-
No,
No,
I
still
think-
won that
I think
series.
it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The issue I found is I think the broadcast sound is coming through the desktop sound as well, so they're combined.
Super
oh,
cut. I mean,
it's just a Whippo supercut. Whippo has pretty good aura.
How we feel?
I gotta say about
Great aura, I think.
30 to 40%. I was gonna say he does it all the time, right?
Yeah.
So a little bit of points.
Does that make us a little less?
A little too far.
There's a picture, chat. I did the Guma.
That's good. I'm gonna give it like
Yeah, okay.
55,
Okay.
60.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Can
makes
I ask you a
sense.
question?
Sadie's not in it.
So it's live right now. The chat's having fun.
That would have
When
been sick,
when I swap to the
but
desktop feed
alas, let's take a
with
look
the
at the next one.
roadcaster,
A lot
I still have the
of aura, all
broadcast
these. I
sound,
wonder if there's
but the
one that's
desktop
not.
audio comes through there too.
Okay.
Is there a way that I can
Okay.
mute them and listen to this? Because if I mute that, then they can't hear the desktop audio. Is there a way to change those channels just for like 10 minutes and then come back? Chat, I really want to see the teaser. I'm just gonna ask the technician. Just the sound. Yeah, just the sound. Yeah.
Next, I hope it's
Okay,
a
chat.
little
They're
bit
gonna
more
mute the
than
broadcast
that.
feed for 5-10 minutes, and then we can watch the thing.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Is it the full bar?
I has
This
to be.
one's pretty good.
I've been going around my house like having a sip of coffee, going, "It's good," or like
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
a brain of breakfast. It's good. Like you have to.
It was good.
It
We
was
actually had
good.
some of the croissant
Yeah, we
afterwards
did.
as well.
I got some messages being
was
like,
very good.
why didn't you give the croissant to Guma? And I was like, I wanted a piece of that croissant. Why not? Okay, full. Okay, I wonder what's coming next because that's already some high praise.
It's hard to follow that one up.
All right, this is one.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you're the GOAT. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Chat, we can watch the teaser now.
Let's
We
see
can
it.
watch the teaser. I haven't
See
seen it
it.
yet. I had your photo.
We are now just minutes away. Nice. Looking to become the first Chinese LPL leader in the
Oh my god.
The LPL has never defeated
What a
anyone
shot.
at Worlds at a best of 5.
Oh my god, there they are, the boys!
Imagine the pressure.
Sorry if I'm loud.
Can he do it again?
Oh, it's wrist.
어떻게 해야 할까요?
Oh, gas too true.
의구심이 찾아오기 시작한다면
I got goosebumps already.
경전에 하는 명상은 제 머릿속의 생각들이 어떻게 떠오르는지 그걸 좀 바라보는 느낌인 것 같고요. 저 자신이 어떤 생각을 하는지 조금 더 잘 알게 되는 것 같습니다.
This music
哪些
makes you
瞬
wanna-
间让你念念不忘？
和我爸就是小时候家里就一个电脑嘛，然后我们就一人玩一盘。然后有时候我看他打不过别人，我就会帮他操作一下，就让我对英雄联盟这个游戏产生了非常大的兴趣。
Big mistake there from Ben and Suning are falling apart.
我觉得不管是谁站在决赛的舞台上，都会承担很大的压力。
그때를 떠올려 보면 가장 먼저 드는 감정은 분노인 것 같습니다. 여태까지 해왔던 것들이 뭔가 허무하게 무너지는 기분이라서 두렵습니다.
哪些回忆又让我们惶惶终日，惴惴不安？
在瑞士轮的时候，就也想过我们会16强回家，因为那个时候感觉大家对外界的舆论压力受挺大影响。
Yeah, all the microphones, the public, the pressure.
잊혀지는 게 좀 두려운 것 같아요.
I'll never forget you.
사람들한테 잊혀진다라는 게 그만큼 임팩트가 좀 없었다라는 뜻이기도 하니까.
去年我觉得世界赛非常可惜吧，因为我们也是赢了一整年，其实就输了 T1的那个 BO5，所以印象非常深刻。
어둠 속에서 갈 길을 잃었을 때
所思何处能见到斑驳星光？
儿子，一会儿你们已经去国外快1个月了，你一定要注意身体，吃好睡好。事隔4年，你又一次站在了世界赛决赛的舞台，爸妈真的为你感到骄傲。
민석이 삼촌.
Bro, I'm gonna cry.
결승 가게 된 거 축하해요.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry, man.
삼촌 경기 영상 잘 챙겨보고 있어.
Hello， 大家好，我是艾尔克的爸爸。
我是艾尔克的妈妈。决赛在即，精彩也已经就绪，希望在属于你们的赛道上赛出一次。
항상 킬다는 거 잊지 말고 누나 런던에서도 열심히 응원할게. 화이팅! 사랑해.
罗弟，在伦敦一切都好了，相信你和队友在伦敦一定可以拿下 S1，为 LPL 争冠添彩，也圆自己多年的梦想。
아들, 결승 진출 축하하고 아빠가 현장에 없지만 한국에서 열심히 응원하고 있어.
Oh my god, I'm actually crying.
이제 딱 한 걸음 남았네.
无论最后结果怎么样，勋在我们心里都是值得尊敬的选手。加油，胡勋！希望他在决赛的舞台上能够大放异彩，然后我也会为他们应援，加油！
항상 그랬듯이 뒤에서 응원하고 있을게. T1 문현준 화이팅!
金德，祝你在决赛场上敢于拼搏，展现风采。
Zeus!
마지막까지도 또 행복하게 잘 했으면 좋겠습니다.
뭐든 좋아. 뭐든지 다 보여줄 수 있는 거 다 보여줬으면 좋겠어.
항상 응원하고 존경합니다.
T1 월드 우승 가자.
파이팅!
파이팅!
为你们感到非常非常的开心。
不要有遗憾，因为你已经是我的第一山虎。
眼见为实 ，Make them believe。LPL 加油！
我希望当人们回想起世界赛冠军中单的时候，会有一个代表 LPL 的国产中单的名字。
I can make history. Oh my god. Oh, it's the boys.
LPL에게 지지 않습니다.
Oh my god.
오늘도 마찬가지일 겁니다.
All of the lights behind them, all of the support.
在世界赛的历史上，对于 LPL 来说 ，T1 总是不可战胜的。 今天我会打破他们不可战胜的记录。
There he is.
그 어떤 어려움이 있어도 저희를 믿어주신 모든 분들 5번째 우승은 여러분을 위한 것입니다.
Oh my god, that is the best teaser I've ever watched in my life for anything. That made me cry, made me hype, and it made me believe, man. Holy shit, that was insane.
That was wild.
That is the best teaser I've ever seen.
I have to agree.
That was unreal.
Just watching it again. No.
Oh
maybe the 5th title for Faker.
Oh my god.
Much deeper into
This is going to be history, man.
We are going to take a quick
Faker's
break
5th is for you. It's for the fans. It's for the support. It's for everyone around the world. Wow. That is just like... That is crazy, man. That is actually like... That is so much goosebumps. That's our fucking goat, bro. That is our fucking goat.
Spell it like that.
Our fucking
Step
goat.
2. Apply to the MasterCard Gamer Academy, a program created in partnership with
Wow.
G2 designed to give you all the tools and
Wow.
resources needed to help you start a career in esports.
Me! I'm gonna
This
be a
is
world
an
champion, chat.
education
Me!
in everything, from creating content to managing a team. All from experts who will explain every aspect of running a top tier or
Bro, what is there
prepping
even
for
to
a
say?
broadcast
Chat,
or
Phil
designing
Choi
global
is just
esports events for
insane
millions
or
of
what?
fans. Selected participants will have access
He
to
is
live
that guy.
lectures and insights you won't find anywhere else. And even the opportunity to travel to the League of Legends Mid-Season Invitational and Valorant Champions.
He
So
is
they're
that
flying
guy.
them out to champs? Yep. Thank you, MasterCard. So if you've ever dreamed of a
Oh my
life
God,
working
man.
in esports, this could be
Okay,
your
I got so much
opportunity to
goosebumps and I
apply
was
for an
crying. That was
unforgettable
insane,
experience.
man. What a fucking
anyone
what a teaser, man.
No, you can't apply.
That was nuts. All right. Now it's time for the pace chat. How long we got? We got a 3-minute break.
All right, ready to
Let's
check.
go through it again, though. Holy shit.
Sure, why not?
This moment when Faker's dad came in was so special. The way he talked to him, just like, I don't know, the way he like addressed him. Why is the subtitles in, oh, it's in Vietnamese. Oh, shit.
Let's do it.
BL 增官添彩，也圆自己多年的梦想。
다들 결승 진출 축하하고 아빠가 현장에 없지만 한국에서 열심히 응원하고 있어. 이제 딱 한 걸음 남았네.
无论最后结果怎么样，勋在我们心里都是值得尊敬的选手。加油，胡勋！
Now.
希望他在决赛的舞台上能够大发。
The Faker line, the fit is for you.
Mm-hmm.
Knight's under a lot of pressure, man. The first LPL trophy for a Chinese mid laner, a world trophy for a Chinese mid
会有
laner.
一个代表 LPL 的国产中央的名字。国定。
Anybody? Don't be warm.
Wow.
T1은 LPL에게 지지 않습니다. 오늘도 마찬가지일 겁니다.
The fifth is for you.
在世界赛的历史上，对于 LPL 来说 ，T1 总是不可战胜的。
The fifth is for
今
you.
天我会打破他们不可战胜的神话。
그 어떤 어려움이 있어도 저희를 믿어주신 모든
He
분들
is everyone's hero, man. He is everyone's hero.
여러분을 위한 것입니다.
He is just everyone's hero, man.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz summons you to the Emerald City. Come with me. What? To meet the wizard.
Why couldn't tell me this is your moment? I'm coming.
Just follow the road. It's gonna lead you right.
I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Wicked. Only in theaters November 22nd.
Morning, Sleepy.
I have the power!
This is for League of Legends, Paul Bellezza.
Hey.
Thank you very much for joining me, guys. How are you doing?
Doing great.
What do you think of the arena? What do you think of the desk? It's the first time you come here.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
The arena looks so good.
I think everyone is really, really hyped about today. We had an amazing opening ceremony ahead of us, but I want to ask you guys, these worlds have been amazing, but what has been the highlight for you? Best moment so far?
Oh my God! I mean, there's just been some nail biter games. They've been like pretty cool to rewatch some of the highlights, and just I really enjoyed the FlyQuest games.
Of course,
I have to, but I just love the competition. It's been sick.
I love the matchup we're winding up with at the end. I think if you sat down at the start of Worlds and said like, what are the two teams you wanted to see? This is definitely on the short list of matchups, which has been awesome.
And I know that the fans have been enjoying Worlds as well, and this is something that we've seen through viewership and the amount of people who connected to watch League.
Yeah, I mean, I have to take a minute to talk about the passion of League fans. Right? Worlds 24 is now one of the most watched events in League of Legends history.
Well, yeah.
Our average minute audience outside of China through semifinals is up 30% year over year. And the incredible T1 match versus Gen G reached 4.81 million viewers. It's truly amazing.
I think it's crazy that after all this time of League of Legends and esports, we have more and more people tuning in and even more people watching League of Legends. It's becoming interesting. And of course, we've been blessed with amazing world so far. I have to ask you, I think everyone is going to be hyped for the opening and closing ceremony. So have you seen anything, or are we just going to... Okay.
I'm going in blind.
So you're going to discover as fans,
Yep.
just like us, anything we want to be hyped about. We know which artists are going to be headlining, but anything you want to see for the opening ceremony, anything you're expecting here?
So I cheat a little bit. I know
All
that
right.
I know there's some great choreography and lots of dancing. So I think that's going to be great. Like to be able to see those shots. I think.
I don't want to hear nothing. I just want to see
But
it.
just became besties. Taste the new limited editions while they last.
You ready?
Oh, no.
Try my Old Spice. You can use it on your pits, chest, and even your toes.
Oh, that's fresh.
A bit of Arcane, maybe.
Yeah.
Paul, what are you excited
Can you
about?
give us any Lost
I'm excited
Ratones
to
news?
see the arcade moment.
Alright.
Hit the Town Blue song. Maybe are we gonna get fireworks?
I can't.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
That'd be pretty sick.
Maybe. Let's not
I
spill the
can't.
beans. Yes,
All I'll say
I know that for the closing ceremony,
is there
we're
is a
gonna
Twitter
honor
account
the
if you
players
wanna
and the
follow it.
champions even outside of the O2 arena. So how is that going to work?
Okay, so we'll be continuing our tradition of celebrating the World's Championship on the Rift by placing the Summoners Cup
There is a Twitter
complete
account if you wanna
with
follow
the
it.
winning team's logo right on the
can give
Rift.
you more
So,
information in
but we are
around
gonna
a
do
week,
things
but
a little
I'll
different.
pin the
So
account if you wanna
next
follow it.
year with patch 15.2,
There it
we're
is.
introducing
Hopefully the
some
mic is
special
okay now,
features.
chat.
We're
Is the
gonna
mic
get
okay?
A championship icon and an emote, and we'll be shipping the Summoners Cup to the winners region. So
little
the
bit louder?
champions will start
Okay,
their
maybe that's
season with
better.
the cup on the display during their opening week of competitive play, and we think that's a fitting way to celebrate their victory and kick off the new season with the entire community.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. They'll even get to make some content while they have the Summoners Cup there and like really be able to connect with their fans in region.
Stay tuned
Big pace.
for this in-game and outside of the game, of course. But following up on the press conference we had yesterday, if some of you guys at home couldn't quite follow what happened, we had news about international events for next year and the future. of
Now I just want to
Sports
listen to
Series.
them talk about what's happening
2025
for
is
League
gonna look a little
2025.
different for Lolly Sports in a lot of ways, and we couldn't be more excited for it.
All right, what are we expecting here? I think I heard some Fearless Draft coming here.
Yeah, we're going to implement Fearless Draft for our new international tournament, which we're naming the First Stand Tournament.
The
It's
first
going to be
stand.
all about champion diversity, making strategies on the fly. That tournament will be in March 10th through the 16th at LINKIN Park in Seoul, Korea, and we'll be using Fearless Draft throughout all of Split 1 next year.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That
Ryan
sounds
Guard, thanks for the
exciting.
150 gifted. You're fucking mental.
Anything about MSI that we want to talk about?
Yeah, we'll have more to share about MSI at the start of our competitive season when we do that round of announcements. But I can say we're finally going back to Canada after a really long hiatus. So it'll be awesome to be able to bring our event back there.
Super excited.
Yeah. As for Worlds, we do have a little treat for you all. Take a look.
A treat. A treat. I like treats.
Where that fries.
Oh, there's my REQ. I was wondering where I fired it.
He poses so awkwardly.
So what's the announcement? What is it? What's happening? Is it the venue or what? ACDC? See you in Chengdu! That's the World's Finals next year, I guess.
Damn. It's there.
Oh, White Pendro! Big!
The panda at the end.
I love it.
That's me.
So
Yeah,
cool.
so
White
good.
Pendro!
So we're really proud to return to Chengdu next year. The incredible atmosphere, the passionate fan base, the outstanding hospitality we received during MSI 2024 made Chengdu an ideal location for our next World Finals.
Super excited, but that's a story for next year. Guys, we have a finals on our hands
Snackies?
starting in actually about 20-30 minutes here.
Snackies,
What is
chat.
the expectation? How many games do we want?
I want 5 games. I
5
want
games?
Silver
Yeah,
Scrapes.
I'm here for the day.
Lovely,
I
thank
wanna
you.
Make sure everybody gets their money's worth.
Yeah, I didn't eat
5
today yet,
games,
chat,
that's
but
all we
I'm
want.
just
Guys,
so
thank
locked
you
in, it
so
doesn't
much,
matter.
Chris Paul, for joining me
Thanks,
today.
thank
I want to hear what the fans think actually on the floor. Hysterics, what are they
That's not saying
thinking for the
NPC.
Mastercard fan prediction? T1 or BLG?
Yeah, thank you, Law. I am indeed on the floor of the O2 London.
Jake
Where
Hysterics.
are you?
Oh yeah, get that crowd rallied up.
And they're still packing in as well. So who you supporting? Let's go T1. There we go, T1 fans alike.
T1 fans,
But
bro,
of
the
course, we
T1
need
fans
some
are stacked
balance. Who are
here.
you guys supporting?
BLG! 80% T1.
Like I said, this is not even all of them as well. There's still plenty of seats to be filled.
80% T1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct
What
pleasure to
the
be
hell?
with you here today in such a great, glorious arena.
Chad, I got a little secret, okay? I got a little secret. I'll show you a little glimpse.
Who you're here to support.
Okay, that's what I'll show you. That's what I'll show you.
Fans unite, where are you?
Very epic fight.
That's what I'll show you.
What a glorious
The
year
mic
to
volume
get to
is
this
annoying,
position,
is it?
Right?
What's annoying about it?
Here, they almost lost the KT. And then we go back and we look at BLG.
What's annoying about the mic?
Define, what are they? BLG fans, rise up!
Is it okay?
Shocks, the floor is heating up and I cannot wait to see.
The floor is heating up big time.
Into this exciting finals. Over to
My
you.
boy, hysterics. Yeah, Chad, ads are going to come
Thank you so much. Excuse
in the next
me,
like 10-20 minutes just to buff it all up
T1
before the
as we take
game
a look
starts.
at the player arrivals presented by Mercedes-Benz. But Maurits, what the hell?
Yeah, no, I'm not even surprised. Then this is the reality of going up
BLG,
against T1.
there's
This
been
team has
Knight.
the home ground advantage no matter where they go. It took Gen G like 4 years to
Way
get
on
even
and
remotely
shown.
close to
The
a
boys.
50-50.
Is that Big Way?
There are just so many
Way?
people so
Where's
passionate
T1?
about
Oh,
this
here they
team
are,
that-
the boys,
Again,
the boys.
We've seen this a million times.
And you can see the players here arriving in the Mercedes-Benz arrival.
Oh
there.
yeah, get that
And
logo,
T1,
baby.
They
Oh,
are
good old
massive
cameraman.
fan favorites, of
Oh,
course,
there he
but they
is.
also look spectacular at Worlds.
There's the boy.
Which is really
There's the
lending
boy
to
Faker.
that effect. And this man is
Daria just woke up.
He's got to add 50%.
Owner's looking like a Chad.
Alone.
Yeah,
There's my
it's
rat
true.
boy.
I
He's
mean,
lost. He has no
crazy.
idea where he is.
I did think it was
And
going to be
there's
closer in terms of
Kikakuma.
what people think, but you're right. T1 really is a global phenomenon, as we also welcome another
Sounds like you're
global
talking into a
phenomenon
walkie-talkie.
Really? Thank you for joining us.
Maybe it's 'cause
Hey,
I wonder
there's
why.
so much
Hold
to
up.
talk about, and I think I want to start us off right. Knight versus Faker. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. I mean, we're going to talk a lot about Faker, but I want to start out by doing some telestrators here on Knight. This guy is outstanding. If you have not watched him play, we're going to highlight how he plays on the flank here against HLE. So he's already stolen the Ari ultimate here, and he's going to be playing on the side. What he's going to do is constantly stay close enough that HLE have to respect his threat, but far enough away that they can't easily engage on him. So we're going to see Delight look for a quick engage over to the side.
Is that better?
Knight is going to get hit by that
Did
remount
I
on
make the
flip,
mic
but
a
then
bit
he'll
better?
use his E to
I tried to
actually
reduce
dodge
the
out
gain,
of
but
stun.
up the volume.
You can see Viper was
Maybe
already
it makes
moving
it a
to try
bit
to
clearer.
collapse on him,
I'm
but
not
the
sure.
engage has failed.
I'll reduce the broadcast sound. Is the mic a little bit better now if I was talking? La la la, test 1, 2, 3. I've adjusted a couple of settings. It had really high gain.
From Viper, from Zeka, and then use the Ariel to break the tether, and as Doran comes over the wall, he uses the same E that he used to break the tether to go back in on Doran, kill him off, and then chase down
Hopefully the
HLE,
static
keeping them
side's gone
slow,
now.
keeping
Oh
them
my
in a
God.
spot where the rest of the team can
And we're
constantly run
salted.
after them and knock them
Exactly
down. I'm now going to go to another clip here. Now this one is
It's like a
truly
walkie-talkie.
outstanding.
Shut
This
up,
is a clip against G2, which really was a bit of a backbreaker here, and we have to watch Knight here. He's
G2.
over here on the side. This is a
Oh my
situation
God.
where they are down numbers. Knight is able to go in. They get this initial kill
Don't show
onto
me
Yike, but
G2.
he's going to get CC'd up. He uses the Stolen Sin Zhao ultimate to tank a lot of this damage, and you're going to watch him as he goes to retreat from this losing fight. Hans is coming in. Watch this. The stun is going to come through from Broken Blade right here. He buffers
worse.
the Renekton stun with his E over the wall,
Okay.
negating the stun. Otherwise, he would have
Sounds
died.
great. Okay, good.
Not only that, as Hans Sama kites up,
Okay, good.
Knight
As
is
long as
going to
we're good.
find the angle to go right back in over the wall, kills off Hans, even dropping his Q so that Mickey can't kite up. Picks him off as well, and then is kiting out on Broken Blade, uses the stun
Sorry,
into
I'm
the
just testing
ulti,
it real
waiting
quick.
for his cooldowns here, and
Okay,
as
there we
Broken
go.
Blade goes
Done.
in for another
There we
re-engage,
go.
it's
Should be good
again
now.
a buffered stun here from Knight, goes
There is
back,
no bass?
immunes the
What do you
stun,
mean there's no
gets
bass?
him with the knockup on the E, kites it out, wins the fight. This guy is truly next level with his mechanics.
And I know I've been talking to you about
How do I check
Knight
if there's
for
bass
years,
chat?
Azale. You used to follow his Syndra for like a lot of your Lean Kingdom.
What else
stuff
can he
you
play?
did. He can play a lot because, like we mentioned at the top of show, he has played the most unique champions of any player at this tournament, and I think the true evolution of Knight
G2
was
had to play against the
a lot of
finalists. That's not
internal
fair.
rivalry he had in the LPL
That's
with
not fair.
Yagao coming in from the same region. Yagao
Can you
was
scream
one
and
who saw
shout?
the
No, I
map
can't
better.
do it right
Knight
now.
was
I'm
the
too awkward, but I will be
mechanical
screaming and
god,
shouting,
he's
chat.
been forced to now he team fights and
Knight's
sees the map
champion
so
pool. Why the fuck is there a
And
smolder
it
in the
would
middle?
be his time to take that world championship, but unfortunately, there's Faker on the other side. Let me just ask you, is Knight better than Faker mechanically?
Is Knight better than Faker mechanically?
Champion pool-wise?
I think that's fair to say.
Champion pool-wise? Depth?
That's always hard
Right
to say
now?
with Faker. Right now, in this tournament,
Yes?
I would say so.
So why is it that we still have that unbridled trust in the man himself?
I'm so glad you asked, because let's return to
Mike is good.
2023
Relax,
when
Ka. Okay, I'll relax.
was the
Oh my God,
mechanical
Faker's
god.
debut.
This is his first
There it
kill in
is.
2013. Ambition said it himself, 2013. Everyone will always remember his first
There it
kill.
is.
Ambition was on the receiving end of it.
Faker playing Lulu mid.
here is
Ew! Don't bring that back.
He made
Lulu
this man's
mid.
life miserable.
What?
Everyone thought Kuro was a terrible mid laner just because he
Oh
had
my
to go
God, is that
against Faker
Malzahar?
so
He has
many
flash up.
times,
It's
and
time
then
for a
this is him
super play.
on the Galio. He was
Holy
such
Faker
a
with the
star,
save.
dragging this team to
Faker with the
finals.
save.
I think the true impressive thing about Faker is how many times he has
My
had
man
to
Faker, bro. I got the
reinvent
LCK
himself,
co-streamers right
He
next to
comes
me.
in as a
And I got the
mechanical
LPL
god.
co-streamers right next to
He
me.
then evolves
They're
to be able to
fucking
teach his
mega
junglers
chilling.
how to seize the map. Easy Hoon comes in playing Azir better than him. Guess what? Next year, he learns how to play the best Azir in the world. Like, it's insane how many times he's
Faker just has
reinvented
aura,
himself
man.
now
I
to the
swear.
point where
The only
we
reason
saw
Faker
T1
clears
last
these
year
mids,
without
it's not
Faker.
on numbers, it's on
That's why he's
aura.
the GOAT.
You can point at numbers and
I think
say, this
everyone
player is
can
better than
remember. It did
Faker.
not go very well.
But put them on a
This
World's
team
Final stage
relies
and then
on
show
him,
me that
and
they're
it's
better
really
than Faker with
easy
those numbers.
to say, just
He's the
try to,
GOAT.
Numbers is one thing,
figure out a way to improve
showing up
There
on the
are
day in
so
aura
few
is another, and
players
Faker
in
has
the,
just
11,
fucking got that shit, bro.
14
He has
years of
got
League
that
of
on
Legends that we've
lock.
had so far that actually have been able to do it consistently, because
Chat,
it
the lights are gonna
requires
dim
so
when the
much
opening
energy,
ceremony
while
starts.
still maintaining that form year after year, except I guess for summer, where
Oh,
they
it's okay.
take it a little bit
Don't
easier.
worry about that. But yeah, it's true. It would be reductive to just say, oh, he's the GOAT. Everybody knows that. It's
you
about
show us
those
a Malzahar combo?
intricacies of how he does keep evolving.
Yeah.
We made a little collage
What you
for
want me to do, you
T1
fucking
and
idiot?
for Faker as well. It's beautiful. A lot of the
What
moves.
do you
You
want
guys
from me?
can grab it. I think we have it full screen as well.
Oh.
I also have all these, which I love.
It's a reflection of their jacket too, right?
Chat, can you hear the Korean
inside
cast?
one jacket? It has like a whole bunch of really famous,
all the memories.
Oh, it's the predictions!
I mean, it's just so
9-0!
Cool because it's not just some of the most famous T1 or Faker
Oh,
moments.
it's good.
These are some of the most famous
Yeah.
moments in esports period, in League of Legends period.
They're
They
watching
have
the
been there
Korean
for all of
broadcast and they're
history.
streaming the
have
Korean
the sale,
broadcast,
and
and it shows that
almost have to
T1
step
is
outside of the
9-0
scope of
versus the
just League of
LPL, and they
Legends,
both
I
went.
think you do. When you're talking about Faker
It's
specifically,
like,
everyone
damn,
knows
that's
he's the GOAT.
crazy.
It's not even a conversation. You can cut the guy's career in half, and he is still the GOAT. And that's why I think you have to start looking broader than
you
the
listen
game.
to
You
my
have to start
mic on your
comparing
phone and tell
to
me
the
if it's poppy
sporting
or weird.
greats from other games, from other
Oh
esports,
my God.
to really understand how
Faker,
dominant he has been, what he has
Messi.
done in the space. He has been a transformative force for the game. He is the face of the game, and I think he needs to start being talked about amongst the best athletes in the entire world.
Absolutely.
Amongst the
and I'm
best
glad you
athletes
brought
in
it
the
up to
world.
look outside of the scope
Fact.
of League of Legends, because
Fact.
actually,
Wow. It's a
Son
fact.
from Tottenham, or Sonny, that's
Fact.
his nickname, he sent a message to the finalists.
He sent a message, Sonny from Tottenham.
Hi guys, this is Sonny, and yeah, sorry I couldn't be there because I have a game also.
Wait, the crowd.
But I wish you,
they
both
just
of
boo?
you, BLG and T1, good luck for the final. Everybody is very proud of you guys. Being in the final is amazing, but last step is always the important part. So yeah, good luck again and enjoy the final stage.
Son
That is
Yun
so
Min.
awesome.
Wow.
He main
Son
plays
Yun
in, by
Min.
the way, if anyone was interested.
Okay.
Plays a lot of
Okay.
league.
Nice.
Plays a lot of league. Oh, this is so cool, and it just shows how much
Son Yun
league
Min.
esports transcends.
Hell yeah, bro. Nice
just
message.
our
I think he's a
community.
Faker
It's great
fan.
to see. But diving a bit
Bro,
deeper
Faker
into
is-
the story
Faker
of
is
T1,
that
then,
guy.
because in the
He
same
is- he
vein
is that guy,
as
bro.
just saying Faker is the greatest of all time and not emphasizing the
Faker
intricacies
glazing-
of the career,
the
the
Faker
same thing
glazing
goes
is
for
legal.
T1,
We allow
right?
it.
It's not
Completely
the
allowed.
same T1 that
He's
won
right.
in 2013 or the one that even won last year.
Yeah, or the one that we had a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Completely
legal.
I want to show something. Apologies to the KT fans in advance.
Show it,
I wanna go
Chronicler.
back to regional
Every time it's like
qualifier.
a
Ah,
knife.
KTT1.
It really is. I'm so sorry, but we have to do this. As we run this
BDD
clip,
almost
I
stopped
want
Faker
you to
from
look
being
at
here.
how disjointed this team looks. So Keria, he's about to set
Oh,
up
I
a pick
remember
on
this
BDD.
fight.
This is the Yone. This is the one target you need to kill. And now I want you guys to count how many ultimates get wasted
my
because
God.
of the
Oh my
anti-synergy.
God.
That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4 ultimates
Faker,
that
Nessus
get thrown
mid.
into BDD.
Ah, he sucks.
No one is on the same page, right? And the reason why we highlight this is because of where they are now. The fight is a
Faker,
complete
Nessus
wash.
mid, bro.
T1
What?
end up barely edging out this series.
KT.
What a flex to run it down on your world skin, by the way.
That's the most insane
You get a
part.
pass when it's your world skin.
And then contrast that to the series they had against TAS and Karia's performance.
He lied. He's not going to watch. He has a game tomorrow.
On the flank, but was spotted,
today.
right? So What TS tries to do is get him out of there. They try to collapse onto him. He gets the sidestep. That alone is already insane. But here, dodges the chains.
Oh yeah, the carrier four-man charm was nuts.
Flashes, follows up,
fucking crazy.
denies Jakilov access to the pit, immediately forces 369 his Zhonya's. And from that point on, this fight is impossible. The immediate collapse from the rest of T1. The fight is broken. The game is done. And again, this is in a month and a half. And I really wanted to highlight this because we keep talking about, oh, T1 in summer, they weren't that good. It wasn't just the meta. This was not the same team that we have in front of us here today.
Yeah, and it makes their glow up
Chat,
at
the
Worlds
LPL,
so
Koshimer,
much
Crystal,
more
and Icon
impressive,
from
right?
LNG
Because
are
of
here,
that,
and
because
Baulan
they were
from IG
able
is
to
here.
pull
They're right
together.
next to me.
Yes, the meta is
They want to
better
take a
for them,
photo.
but to
I
your
would love to
point,
take a photo
they
with them.
look
Hell
so
yeah.
well-coordinated.
Crystal,
And I think that's
Baulan,
something that is
and
just so
Icon.
special about this T1 team as a whole, and not even just this year, right? Because it'd be reductive to just talk about them and only talk about their successes. This is a team that, you know, now today people talk about them as Iron Mental. They are the most clutch team in the world, maybe the best roster of all time. You only have to go back a couple of years to people saying, you know what? Maybe they just can't do it. Maybe they're never going to win an MSI. Maybe they're never going to win a Worlds. They fell short in so many tournaments in a row. You know, MSI 2023, Worlds 2023, the MSI in 2024 even, you know, they had all these different events where, you know, they were falling short and not getting right to where they wanted to be.
I mean, there was a joke about how we couldn't mention finals because we didn't want to curse T1, right? Because they kept falling just short of winning finals.
And often with teams like this, it is about when is the dam gonna break. And I think at T1 we were at a point after that lost final 2 years ago where you saw them just completely distraught into the year after where they finally made it happen. Now you're in a situation where again they rallied all the way there. It's unbelievable. It's almost a movie script the way they turned it around and came here. But the same thing can very well go for BLG because this is a roster that is built to win championships, right? But they need to get over that one hurdle. Unfortunately, that hurdle today is Faker and T1.
It's a pretty big hurdle.
It's
sparing MPC on me.
there for sure. No, absolutely. Let's do our final check-in on the global
Error there. That was Crystal from the LPL. It was great.
And also take a look at who the teams went through to get here.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a pretty incredible journey for both teams. You can talk about the Swiss stage. Obviously, you know, BLG did have their struggles, but at the same time, you know, when it came time to the knockout stage, when it came time for the best of fives, they're taking down HLE, the #1 LCKC, they're taking down Weibo. You look over at T1, and they had to beat so many star-studded rosters.
Did you hear him say hello?
To take down BLG in the Swiss, G2 in the Swiss, Top, as well as Gen G. All of these
Did you hear him say
favorites have really been knocked out by T1 and
oh
by
shit, my bad.
BLG.
Did I leak it? I hope I didn't leak my
I think
bad.
it's been absolutely incredible to see the caliber of teams that they've had to go up against, and now to showcase that at a one.
Oh man, we're at the World Finals, bro. This is it. The last league series of the year. This is it.
Chronicler's voice.
We're done. We're finished.
He suddenly became Irish.
Yeah.
He's been working on this.
We're finished.
All 5 of us are going to be on in just a second as we find ourselves with a little bit more time.
Chat,
But,
don't
I
forget,
feel like
by the
we
way,
talked a lot
really
about
think,
T1 and
don't
Faker.
forget to do your
Naturally
pick'ems. Don't
so,
forget to do your
right? But their
pick'ems.
competitors
Don't forget to do your pick'ems. You just have to do one choice. You have 30 minutes to do your pick'ems. Do it quick.
For a little bit more insight
Wait,
into
30
BLG
minutes? Did they delay it?
or
No, they didn't, right?
when the
Wait, they
you were
did. They
standing
delayed it by 10
the
minutes. No, I swear that was... Eh? Did they add 10 minutes to the counter?
Thank you so much, Shox, and what a journey it's been for BLG at Worlds and all year, actually. Wendy, thank you so much for joining me to talk about your team. What can we make of BLG? Because they're the last hope for the LPL, but they're also the best hope for the LPL, considering the fact that they entered Worlds as tournament favorites. When you think of the year they had in the LPL and how they developed at Worlds with the team they faced off against,
Maybe it's because the mic was too close to my mouth that it was really poppy. Maybe if I just hold it here, it's a bit better.
BLG is not only the hope for themselves.
Maybe if I just hold it here, is it a lot better if I don't have it close to my mouth and start yapping like that?
For the past 2 years, so I can't say, like, we really have a very strong feeling that we really would like to have this year's title, and definitely for this BLG, this roster.
I feel really awkward, chat, because I'm between the LCK co-streamers who have T1 jerseys on and they have T1 on their face rubbed in, and I have the LPL co-streamers on my left who have BLG PLG
see,
flags.
like, maybe
Bro,
from
why?
the Swiss
The
stage,
rats
they
in the
were
middle of both of
a
them?
little
Really?
bit, like, underperformed, I must say. They got some fluctuations.
Yo,
up and
Tony the
downs,
Pony with
but
the
after
100
that, they
gifted.
were
You're
really
fucking
able
mental,
to
man,
have a
100 gifted.
very quick adaptation and be able to
100
really
gifted,
showcase
bro.
all
How
the
much?
talents in the quarterfinals and the semifinals. The 3-1
Absolutely
against
mental.
Hanwha Esports and also 3-0 against another LPL
$700.
Pro WBG. So it's time to see how much talent they can show us here in London.
Yeah, time to shine. And I remember that Elk
Chat,
was actually
I just want to take
talking
1 second
to
and
us
say
about the fact that Swiss.
thank you all for showing up here for the co-stream. I really hope you enjoyed the games. Co-streaming all the league series for every region this year was insane. All the finals and shit were crazy. And if you're a part of that journey or if you're just joining in for the finals, thank you so much. We hit 1 million followers on Twitch, which is, I don't know, it's mental. I remember starting co-streaming in 21 with like 1K viewers and we were all just chilling, ratting around. And now there's 1 million rats. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, here's a big kiss. Let's lock in big time for this big finale. Next year, it's going to be even crazier, by the way. Like, you have no fucking idea what's in store. It's monstrous.
If they could grab the victory today.
It definitely could be a really meaningful title for the whole LPL,
Here's a heart.
especially for Bin, because 4 years
Oh,
ago,
there's a camera
he was
as well, so I'll do
also
it for the camera.
standing in the grand final stage and got the penta kill. We all
I
remember that.
bro, I
player.
should have brought
And
like an
4
EU
years
jacket,
later,
like
but
G-Tour
now
Fnatic or some like my EU4 t-shirt, just worn in between them. I'll
and
take
for
you
now,
both
we
on.
can see through the whole journey, he kind of really like the sharpened the sword, and he really have the very aggressive play style, and also he showed a lot of respect to Zeus, to Faker, to the whole T1, and because of that respect, definitely he's going to just try his best to showcase all the talents here.
And he's a different beast. He's been saying it himself. He gained in maturity. He became even stronger over the years. And also, we know that he wanted this match today. He wanted to face off against T1. He wants to be able to
Wait,
defeat
level
the
25
world
hype
champions,
train?
the one who
What
won
the
last year.
hell?
And it's
What
going to
the hell?
be an interesting matchup, especially when you consider the fact that T1
Get me into
versus
the
LPL,
games.
that's a matchup that
Co-stream
they
with
usually
Kevin
like.
Hart.
So what do we think about the
Yo,
rivalry
Tony
between
the
these
Pony,
two
did you
regions?
just fucking drop
As
another
a
100?
representative of the region,
Bro,
but
what are you
also for the
doing?
fans.
I must say,
Holy
LPL
shit.
is always the
Yo, chat, if you get gifted a
biggest
sub,
opponent for
say
all
thank
the
you so
LPL
much.
teams, and
Say thank you so
also
much.
based on the past
Thank
2
you,
years
Euler.
record,
Thank you for
we
fucking
got
supporting the stream.
8
You're
times
mental.
victory in the
Actually
best of
mental. I
fives
appreciate
against
that a
all
ton.
the LCK teams,
Crazy, man.
and 6 out of 8 is actually from BLG, and the other 2
Actually
is
crazy.
from Knight together with last year's JDG. So who's the team that's going to maybe have the biggest hope to beat such a strong team? T1, I must say, could
Bro,
be
I
this
can't believe
year's
we
BLG,
made it then.
and especially we feels like 10 years ago the LPL is tried their best to get the title from T1. From
As you
Faker,
venture
and
further into the
good.
still
The
facing
streets
this
appear
god.
largely empty.
It doesn't get more
An
hype
elderly
than this.
woman
But
walks
do you have any
good.
closing thoughts
You see
about
her
this
shake
Closing
her
thoughts, what do we
head
think?
Definitely
as she
really
puts
looking
away
forward
her
to this
wrinkled
grand
wallet.
final, and I must say
The
for
nearby
all the
merchant
BLG
folds his
fans, for all
arms
the LPL
and gives
fans,
you a
we like to
disdainful
just
look.
hope
You get
BLG,
the
they can
impression that
just
he's
show all
someone
the
who has
talents
long
here,
gotten
just
used
show
to the
their
sight
strengths here,
before him.
but still, enjoy the game, enjoy the show. This is your stage, and no matter what happens, you are just the best team.
Aww.
BLG!
Although he doesn't seem
Aw.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
There's actually a lot of BLG fans in the audience chat. Do you want me to show you the stage? We're filling up. You see that? Over here, you got the main stage where the opening ceremony will be, and over here you got the stage where the players will play, and then over here is the rat with the gang, and then there's people sitting up here too at the top. Crazy, no?
You can't even
Fucking
buy half
massive
an
this
onion with
place.
that amount.
Yo, another 100, bro. Tony the Pony, stop gifting, bro.
What do you
that
know?
are starting to grow and starting to beckon
Or 150, you're fucking crazy. Oh, he's 100. What the hell? Yo, Euler, thank you so much for
I think there are
gifting all the
secretly
subs.
use
My magic props to summon a bottle of wine without the merchant noticing. We meant no offense, sir. Here, allow... Ah, I should mention...
All right. Go on and ask. What do you want to know?
Do you have any information on the monsters or the crisis that has overtaken the kingdom?
Crisis. If you ask me, there's a crisis everywhere you look. Those monsters are camped outside the city. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is concerning. Thank you, sir. We won't take up any more of your time now.
Hey, why did you leave in such a hurry?
Well, you see, that bottle of wine was just a cardboard prop.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people? Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach.
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information out of him. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Wait, you're...
I'm...
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marechaussee hunter!
You recognize us? Ah, are you one of the people who wrote the commission letter?
Yes, yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come! Oh, what great news! The city is saved!
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. The first Marechaussee hunter, Casiodor, the Golden Hunter, he was the one who drove them back. However, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has stripped the city of any chance at peace.
Are there...
It's not... Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. When I was a child, to be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall tales. But now that I've seen you in person, I finally know that it was true!
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and formidable Marechaussee hunters are on the case.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes begin to well with tears of relief.
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them. Can you give us any leads?
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous. I'm afraid I can't point you toward a specific location. Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see. We'll go look for them then.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just part of the problem. There are evil sorcerers inside the city as well, so be on your guard. They're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic. They're the reason why, even inside the city, everything has been a giant mess. Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure, interested in nothing but enacting laws that exploit the people. Who knows how much longer we'll be able to go on like this.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up? Like...
I appreciate brave hunters.
23 minutes.
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems.
Exactly.
But which problem should we tackle first?
Well, this seems like a good moment for a break. Take some time and discuss what you want to do. Let me know when you've made your decision.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like that. I totally thought the hunters would be treated like heroes.
Well, Clarence said the script took cues from the real history of Fontaine, right? Maybe the real-life Marechaussee hunters were also treated like that.
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history, but there are definitely some similarities.
Better?
Would you like to hear more about it?
Sure.
As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script. You brought up bits and pieces of the hunt.
Paimon wants to know too! The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of supernatural beings or something? Kinda like the yokai in Inazuma?
No. All Marashose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters. The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques passed down over the centuries.
Huh? So you mean anyone could become a Marashose hunter?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship techniques required to fight the monsters. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and...
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Now wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So, why don't you talk about someone else for now?
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... How about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago. Where did you learn all this, Cloran?
From my master.
Huh. By master, you mean Miss Petronia?
Someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorand over to play, but then...
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Casiodor into battle against the monsters. This group of warriors, under Casiodor's leadership, became known as the Marashose Hunters. Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became obsolete.
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right? We can come back to the sorcerer later.
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
What about you, partner? What do you think? I mean, you're not wrong. But those characters are usually the ones pulling the strings behind the scenes. More often than not, they're very formidable opponents. Going after them now might be jumping the gun a little bit. We don't want a total party kill on the first day, right? With Clorand as the GM, I wouldn't rule out the possibility. Then it's settled. Let's go hunt some monsters.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build and a determined expression in his eyes. Just one look, Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marchese Hunters?
Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, you expect me to believe you're one of them? Using your knowledge of medicine, you're able to deduce that the injury on his calf was a monster's doing, and the wound has already begun to fester. As you check—
I'm a doctor by trade. Please, let me redress your wound. You don't have to suffer like this.
The man appears somewhat disgruntled at having been exposed, but soon relents and raises his leg for you to take a better look. He allows you to apply a poultice of specialized medicine to the wound, and it appears to bring him much relief. Oh, right. Guess you lot might actually be real,
Do you know where we can find—
He informs you of the— Some of our new recruits have never—
Oh, please, sir.
Hearing you say that— Those monsters— I just hope all the guards will be able—
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick! Leave this place! Turn around and don't look back! They yell.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered. All the signs point to one thing.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters—
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without—
A little help here!
Your battle round—
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive! Feeling lucky?
The next battle round begins now.
Now disappear! Here comes the finale!
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marachose Hunter class came with all those—
I never knew the Phytometer—
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious—
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so—
As you investigate the mound with the monster—
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the wooden chest from the ground. Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's...
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it.
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters. Wouldn't it be better if we gave the treasure to them?
Wait, is that how it works? Paimon thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could just take it for ourselves.
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game can impact the future course of the story.
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marcia Say hunters. What if they think we procured the treasure illegally? They might get even more suspicious of us.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up with an explanation in advance.
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food? Then we'll be ready to fight even more bad guys.
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late. Why don't we call it a day for now?
Wow, where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all or because the story is particularly enticing, but I feel like I could almost keep going.
Here, here. Ooh, how about we play through the night?
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another location?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa.
Well, even if we...
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, to Paimon, not finishing free food feels even worse than having to buy your own. And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Cloran's master.
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all... My earliest... master was my first ever...
Oh, wait, so she...
Of course, see? That's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me.
Excuse me?
Probably a
3?
As I said,
I'm not so sure.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised.
A Geovicious...
What she said was this. Make sure to get, 5.
Well...
No,
So, you're...
yes.
Not real...
Later on, thanks to her, even though the train...
I still... After that, though...
I had a lot of fun.
We tried to protect...
Protector of justice. Oh, wait.
Yep.
20 years...
Oh,
although...
Huh? When did the...
later on.
That sounds like her, all right.
Well,
It's true. I always want...
But...
She's...
Disappeared.
I have... That night, I was celebrating when she still did...
Papa probably didn't know I...
Don't worry. Just like how...
Were you upset, Cloran?
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't...
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest
that
champion
BLG should
duelist
have
in
the
all
upper
of
hand. In
Fontaine.
fact, 3-0.
You're
We saw it
practically
there
a
from
living
Bin.
symbol of
He
law
also
and
said it in the press conference yesterday. We've beat them so many times. We're so comfortable. Why wouldn't this be a 3-0?
Yeah, and I think that's actually what I was going to bring up is like how confident Bin is because of their record in best of 5 specifically.
I guess I'll have
We can go back to the MSI best of 5. Went to 5 games, but and that has been a recurring theme for T1. When pushed to the brink, think that's when both in spring in the LCK, when they lost that 5th game to Gen G, and at MSI, they were unable to actually push through when going the distance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just such an opportunity, I think, here for BLG today, because there really is no surer path to the top than through the team that is already sitting on the throne, right? You have the opportunity to make history, taking down, the best roster in League of Legends history, taking down the undisputed greatest player of all time in the mid lane. There's no better chance for BLG to establish themselves amongst the very best.
Oh, I got it!
Today,
What is this?
There really is no sure
It's a
path
T1
to the
win
top
hat.
than through the team that is already
What the
sitting
hell?
on the throne, right?
No, I can't wear that. I can't wear that. If they win, I'll wear it, chat. Deal?
Taking down, the best roster in League of Legends history, and taking down the undisputed greatest player of all time in the mid lane. There's no better chance for BLG to establish themselves amongst the very best ever from the LPL.
LPL's MSI Andes, bro, they pop off with MSI.
And then by contrast, you have Faker in his 3rd.
I don't know, man. Worlds is ran by T1. They run this shit. They run this shit. They run this shit.
Try to defend their title in
T1 Baker
is T1.
Cook up some bread. I named my goat after you. Oh my god.
After you, that's amazing.
Oh man, there he is. He is awoken. Faker.exe has started running. Oh no, he's gone back to sleep.
A bunch of times. Download the latest firmware, as we say in the LCK.
The latest firmware. He's downloading it.
On everything
Oh my god, get this fucking opening ceremony started, bro. Get it started.
What I love to do when I'm watching these international tournaments is looking at the player cams during the games, and you can really sometimes tell the way a series is going to go when you see players really nervous, really visibly shaken by things going bad. T1 is never like that. They have been so laser focused, so locked in.
4 minutes, chat. Look at the stage. You want to see it?
Boom. They are unfazed.
Look at it.
And they are just ready to
super locked in.
No, absolutely. And now that you brought that up, I was looking at the BLG player.
This is the camera from our view.
And specifically,
you got the stage.
In all of these games and a lot of these big wins on stage, he was screaming his heart out. He was smiling so much, right? And for him also, slowly throughout this knockout phase, it must
look at that Elder Dragon on the Red Bull fridge.
A little bit
that Elder
more.
Dragon is chilling.
Every map that
Throw
they
it back.
won, every game that they won, is this going to be the chance that I have to finally get that world's title?
I don't know if chat, stop looking at my ass.
I'm sure that he is better, that he can do this. But the thing is, on a day like this,
okay, that was a good throw. I aced that shit.
About that, Emily. There's
that was a good throw, chat. I hit him in the face with
There's so many more demons you have to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, I think my favorite player to watch on BLG is actually Shun, because he's always just there vibing.
He's vibing.
Like, he rolled out of bed.
Shun.
He showed up. He's going to play some League of Legends with his friends. He's going to have a great day, actually. And I actually think
so
that's
funny to watch when
such
they're walking
a
around.
benefit for this team.
Oh my god, I want to hear the volume of the crowd.
Right, like Elk kind of taking
when Faker comes out.
Almost a team
captain
kind of role within the team, being the
3 minutes 30 seconds, chat. I'm trying to scope the stage to see if anyone's hiding like a rat.
Vibing, like
3
we're
minutes.
gonna have a great time. We believe in ourselves, and we're going up against the best team in the world to try to prove that now
Let's
we
have some fun.
can take them down.
But the question is,
have some
who
fun.
do my analysts believe in?
Are you on a delay? Bro, I'm not on a delay. I'm in live in the studio. The stream's on a delay.
Kick us off?
Sure. I mean, BLG was my crystal ball pick to win Worlds. I have believed that they are of that caliber the entire year. Watching them throughout the LPL in summer really that. And again, watching them in knockouts made me feel strongly about that as well.
Talk to me.
But the more that I've watched T1, it really is undeniable the magic that this team has.
True.
The aura
It's
that
true.
this team has. It makes their opponents doubt themselves. It makes their opponents play worse. And
true.
T1 only
There it
seems
is.
to grow bigger and stronger when the lights are at their brightest, and they are no brighter than in the World Finals. I think T1's going to take it, but it's going to be a banger. 3-2.
There it is, 3-2 for
In
Azael.
2021, and I didn't notice until very
the whole
recently,
desk, apart from
me
Dagda.
and Zeus debuted on the same
Aww.
in the LCK. And I'd been a very big fan of this player, and I have watched him individually go from a player that had a ton of promise to the flaws that cost him 2022 to then his redemption arc. The champions that beat him, he mastered the year afterwards. I think this player has what it takes to secure T1 that second win and rebuild the T1 dynasty. 3-1 for T1.
I feel like I should speak for Dagda, because as we can see in the thing, he is the only one going BLG. I do think BLG domestically has been like such a force here, and I think BLG has been a better performing team if you take the whole year into consideration. As people can see, I am going for T1. I'm gonna get a small analytical point in here, where I think they're gonna lane swap.
Yeah.
And I think that
lane
is
swap.
where T1 can actually really have
Lane
the
swap.
advantage. Like, I think bot lanes are going to be
1
huge.
minute 30, chat.
but
Here we go.
I think T1 see the map
Wake
better
the fuck
currently.
up. Sit the fuck
and
down. Walk your
unfortunately,
fish.
we're
Get
not
some
gonna
snacks.
Get
Get a
Zeus
drink.
versus Finn in a 1v1.
No!
We will.
Get
What
comfy.
are you
Get
saying?
cozy.
Of course, everyone's
Make
gonna
sure
get
you got
Rina.
time.
Yeah, I wonder what the arena thinks. Do you
Cancel
agree
your
with
meetings.
most of the desk? Who thinks T1 is going to
Lock
take
in.
it?
Oh, the crowd's
There
T1
seems to be a
favorite.
few T1 fans here today.
The crowd's mega
I'm even
T1
afraid
favorite.
to ask. Who thinks BLG is going to take it?
Oh, there's a lot of BLG fans. Wait,
All right.
there's actually an
Perhaps
insane
there's also
amount of
a couple
BLG
who
fans.
Have, you know,
What?
since there's no European team anyway, they're
What?
like, I don't care. As long as I see some good League of
It
Legends.
sounded a
That's
lot
where
more
I'm
even
at.
than the MasterCard fan
Yeah,
prediction.
it's seriously.
I'm willing to say
There's a
that
shit
the
ton of
arena
BLG
knows
fans.
ball.
Definitely so. Hey, I'm just so incredibly excited to be here in the O2 Arena. And we're so close to the
45
opening
seconds, chat. Here we
ceremony.
go.
I really
Here we go, chat.
cannot
45 seconds.
Wait, it is millions of players fall short of making it to professional play.
Opening
Thousands
shots.
fall short of making worlds. Hundreds fall short of making it to the knockouts. And only a very select few can lift the Summoners Cup. And Faker, through tenacity and determination, seems to collect Worlds titles as easily as you and I breathe air. Can Knight finally join the ranks of the select few? Can he strike down the greatest player the world has ever seen? And can he make them believe? It's time for the opening ceremony presented by MasterCard.
Here we go, chat.
London, are you ready?
Here we go, chat. It's loud. It's really loud. Maybe I'm really loud too. It's so fucking loud. Lock in big time. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Volume up and lock in. There it is. I don't know if you can see me anymore. There's no lights. 30 seconds. 30 seconds on the timer. I see Daniel Dracos. I see Daniel Dracos. Let me show you the crowd, chat. Let me show you the crowd. You see that? 20 seconds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. Crank it up, crank it up. Look at the studio. Look at that shot. Here we go. Oh my God.
Oh, you want a villain? Let me show you how I evil. Oh, you think I'm difficult? I'll show you all my devil. Sharpshooter, lethal type of food chain like an eagle. Whack-a-mole, your whistles, I'm a machine. Diesel, gotta crush. Crush you all beneath me. You bitches are my pups. You're drooling for a squeaky. Squash you like a bug. Battlefield grease, stick my nails into your peach. Dead, done, deceased, like wow. Paint the town blue, riots all around you. Paint the town blue, riots all around you. Nothing ever stays dead. Gripping with my cold hand the shapes I used to take, hollow like a straw man, but it's easier to push away, 'cause it could all end here with a strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow stretching out through all the things I left behind. It's in my blood, it's in my veins. Oh, it's in my blood, it's in my veins. Got my heel crushing the slate. There is nothing you can take. In my blood, it's in my veins. I'm still here. Maybe it's a far stretch that I won't come undone, but I will brave the cool edge to finish up what I've begun. 'Cause it could all end here with the strange daylight caught in our eyes, and my shadow stretching out. Is it all enough this time? I'm still here. All the reasons cut like knives, keep replaying in my mind. All the times I've had to fight, I'm still It's in my blood, it's in my veins.
That was great, Nate! Oh my god.
Laid on the floor again, one knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win, white flags out when the war begins. Aiming so high but swinging so low, trying to catch fire, feeling so cold, holding Today's gonna be the day you notice, 'cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
Turn and run, now look what it's become. Outnumbered 10 to 1, back then should have bit your tongue. But there's no turning back, this path once it's begun. You're already on that list. Think you don't want what you can't resist. Swinging that sword with a pen won't miss. Watch it all falling apart like
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
today's gonna be the day you notice, 'cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
London, are you ready? Make some noise for your World's 2024 finalists, BLG and T1.
In the top lane, Bin and Zeus. In the jungle, Shun and Owner. In the bottom lane, Elk and Gumayushi. As support, Own and Carrier. And in mid lane, Knight and Faker.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the
Oh my god, that was fucking insane. Are you serious? That was fucking crazy. Oh my god. That was absolute insanity. Wow. Just wow. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me, because that was one of the best opening ceremonies I've ever seen. That was incredible. That was unreal. Let's fucking begin, chat. Let's fucking begin.
어떻게 해야 할까요? 의구심이 찾아오기 시작한다면
경기 전에 하는 명상은 제 머릿속의 생각들이 어떻게 떠오르는지 그걸 좀 바라보는 느낌인 것 같고요.
Here we go, chat.
저 자신이 어떤 생각을 하는지 조금 더 잘 알게 되는 것 같습니다.
哪些瞬间让你念念不忘？
我和我爸就是小时候家里就一个电脑嘛，然后我们就一人玩一盘。然后有时候我看他打不过别人，我就会帮他操作一下，就让我对英雄联盟这个游戏产生了非常大的兴趣。
It's just a game, they say, bro.
Big mistake there from Ben and Suning are falling apart.
我觉得不管是谁站在决赛的舞台上，都会承担很大的压力。
I'm gonna cry again.
그때를 떠올려 보면 가장 먼저 드는 감정은 분노인 것 같습니다. 여태까지 해왔던 것들이 뭔가 허무하게 무너지는 기분이라서 두렵습니다.
哪些回忆又让我们惶惶终日，惴惴不安？
在瑞士轮的时候，就也想过我们会16强回家，因为那个时候感觉大家对外界的舆论压力受挺大影响的。
잊혀지는 게 좀 두려운 것 같아요.
I will never forget your owner. No one's ever gonna forget the owner.
게 그만큼 임팩트가 좀 없었다라는 뜻이기도 하니까.
去年我觉得世界赛非常可惜吧，因为我们也是赢了一整年，其实就输了 T1的那个 BO5，所以印象非常深刻。
어둠 속에서 갈 길을 잃었을 때
所思何处能见到斑驳星光？
This is gonna make me cry again. It's so amazing.
儿子，一晃你们已经住国外快1个月了，你一定要注意身体，吃好睡好。4个4年，你又一次站在了世界赛决赛的舞台，爸妈真的为你感到骄傲。
민석이 삼촌, 롤드컵 결승 가게 된 거 축하해요. 내가 삼촌 경기 영상 잘 챙겨보고 있어.
Hello， 大家好，我是
So
艾
sweet,
可的爸爸。
我是艾可的妈妈。决赛战绩精彩也已经就绪，希望在属于你们的赛道上赛出自我。
그냥 우리 가족이 언제나 항상 함께 있다는 거 잊지 말고 누나 런던에서도 열심히 응원할게. 화이팅! 사랑해.
罗定，在伦敦一切都好吗？相信你和队友在伦敦一定可以拿下 S1， 为 LPL 争冠添彩，也圆自己多年的梦想。
아들, 결승 진출 축하하고 아빠가 현장에 없지만 한국에서 열심히 응원하고 있어. 이제 딱 한 걸음 남았네.
无论最后结果怎么样，勋在我们心里都是值得尊敬的选手。加油，胡勋！希望他们在决赛的舞台上能够大放异彩，然后我也会为他们应援，加油！
항상 그랬듯이 뒤에서 응원하고 있을게. T1 문현준 화이팅!
金德，祝你在决赛场上改变地火，展现风采。
都可以哦，小熊，这样happy。
마지막까지도 또 행복하게 잘 했으면 좋겠습니다.
뭐든 좋아. 뭐든지
Oh
다
man, I'm
보여줄 수
crying
있는 거 다
again.
보여줬으면 좋겠어.
Fuck.
항상 응원하고 존경합니다.
T1 월드 우승 가자.
파이팅! 파이팅! BLG is going all the way.
为你们感到非常非常的开心。
I don't normally cry.
遗憾，因为你已经是我的第一山谷。
眼见为实 ，Make them believe。
LPL 加油！
我希望当人们回想起世界赛冠军中单的时候，会有一个代表 LPL 的国产中单的名字——罗定。 T1은 LPL에게 지지 않습니다. 오늘도 마찬가지일 겁니다.
在世界赛的
The whole
历史
stage is
上，
shaking.
对于 LPL 来说 ，T1 总是不可战胜的。 今天我会打破他们不可战胜的神话。
There he is.
그 어떤 어려움이 있어도 저희를 믿어주신 모든 분들 5번째 우승은 여러분을 위한 것입니다.
It's for you. It's so insane, man. These teasers are like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry again. You can't, I don't know, man. Wow. I have no words. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
To bring you the world's finals.
What a special moment we're about to watch. Oh, we're already into draft. There's the Jax ban on blue side. T1 are not going to go for the Gragas. There's Yor on red. It's likely that BLG have to ban Yone here. I wonder if T1's going to go for the Smolder ban. And I think they go for the Kai'Sa ban. So I wonder if Renata ban is good here for BLG. I think Yone Renata ban would make sense. They banned the Vi from owner, so the Yone and the Renata are open. Kai'Sa being down makes Xayah prio go up a lot. So Kalista ban. Now Ashe is up, Xayah is up, Yone's up, and Renata is up as well. Skarner is also available for the trade. What do you ban here? Do you give them the Yone, take the Ashe, they get Xayah Rakan? Do you ban the Yone, give them Ashe, take Xayah yourselves, and then get Skarner as well? I wonder if Rumble prio is also really hard. They take away Varus now. It's Ashe, it's Skarner, it's Yone, it's Xayah. Yone for Faker game 1. Wallace Knight got into it. Ashe, Ahri.
But it could also be Zeus in the top lane playing.
There's the Ashe. They could do Ashe, Skarner, and then mid on 3. Tell me if the audio's okay. I'm on a bit of a delay.
Well, could be flex pick there for T1.
Skarner, there's the Ashe, Skarner. Now Xayah Rakan for T1 here would be unbelievably powerful. Would be a tough lane. The alternatives they have is picking topside, like Gnar, Sejuani could work really well for T1's topside. The Rumble could work if they want to play Jarvan into Ashe, but they could play Thresh or Tahm Kench to Guitar. I think Gnar, Sejuani would make a lot of sense. It's the best pick for
prevalent top lane picks.
for T1.
Not only one of Zeus's all-time favorite champions, but also just a relatively safe blind, especially with the Jax taken away. But you leave yourself open to the Camille as well.
Do you want to drop the Xayah though?
Be forced to decide whether they want to lock in mid.
I'm trying to make it louder, Chad. I'm trying to make it louder. I'm trying to make everything louder to get the audio all sorted.
That you bring up with the Ziggs here, definitely something that T1 have to be thinking about. All AD at the moment.
Yeah, it is Gnar, Sejuani. Okay, so they're dropping bot lane. That is scary to do. Now, what are BLG going to ban against this? What they could do is match mid here. Sylas would be great into Gnar, Sejuani. He's going to go for the Smolder into Yone like we talked about. This is why I think Smolder ban on blue side is worth it to get Ahri for the Yone first pick. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? It's the Sylas, I thought so. Sejuani, Yone, Gnar, Sylas, a monster champ here.
Incredible at this tournament. I think that Sylas into the Yone matchup is always a bit of a gamble. He must be picking it
so Ziggs is good for T1. Xayah Rakan is good for T1.
Ultimates to steal. When we think about BLG,
yeah, there's the Ziggs ban. Xayah Rakan would be great for him as well. If I was T1, I would look to target top lane. You could take away something like Rumble doesn't feel like a good ban though.
I think you have
Rumble doesn't feel like a good ban. Camille feels like a really good ban. I think Camille I would be a bit scared of if I was T1.
The Camille was effectively used. Double protection.
Take away Renata for now. I think Xayah ban last year would make sense. Xayah ban last would be really good. They could ban Seraphine if they're scared of Seraphine Leona, but I doubt T1 would play Seraphine Leona into Sylas. If I'm playing Sylas, I think Xayah ban is so necessary here.
I wonder what T1's going to be thinking about the bot lane, like Xayah Rakan immediately as a potential, but again,
Xayah Rakan lane swap sounds quite annoying for BLG to deal with.
They
banned Jhin.
As well.
Wow, I think T1 rounded out with Xayah Rakan. They ban Rakan! Oh, they think BLG is going to take it away from them. Is he going to have to go MF or something here?
In the bot side of the map. You expect top lane to be
could match top here with Camille, but
they want a guaranteed bin.
Oh, this bot lane or Rumble. I don't really like Rumble in their comp though.
Something like the Rumble that has
I don't really like it in their comp.
At the start of Worlds was
I prefer Camille.
High presence, kind of fell off a little bit, but still.
What's the bot lane for T1 here?
Struggles a little bit when you get into
They're a bit pinched. Xayah's open, but into Ashe, Xayah's quite hard.
Well, now the big question comes, what is T1 prepared in the bot side of the map? Again, we're looking
There's
for
no
a
way
bit
they're doing
more
Seraphine Leona.
damage. They want to diversify that
They
damage
could do
portfolio.
Ezreal Pike.
So what direction are they thinking
They
about?
could do MF.
They're using all the time
Leona. Ash Brown
available
though.
to them.
Maybe not. Ah, it's
They're also
Caitlyn.
thinking about so much CC here on the side of BLG.
Is it Caitlyn Lux,
They do
Caitlyn
throw
Bard?
down The Caitlyn once again for Guma. All right, Keria. This time around, what will be the pairing?
What is it, Keria? What have you got for us? They're giving on counter pick because they're scared of what T1's cooking up. But Caitlyn into Ash is not that good. The lane isn't that strong.
Also true. Also true.
But not quite at this tournament.
I mean, they're really leaving us at the edge of our seats here. Holding until the last moment.
Caitlyn Brown with Rakan ban, that is very smart by T1. They're going to have to play a range support here, but I don't know if On has the comfort on any range supports.
Work out for T1. I
don't think Rel is that good. I mean, Rel would be the best, but Leona definitely not. Alistar definitely not. Seraphine support would be strong, but does On play it? Is that his comfort? Does he want to go for it? It would make so much sense.
I think it could be great.
Ooh, the Bard is good too. He's going to go Rel. It's the worst of, it's the best of the worst engage supports. Chat, I'm going to run ads really quick. If you want to avoid ads, you can sub with a tier 1 or a Twitch Prime. You don't have to sub if you don't want to. You'll be back before the game starts. Here's a big kiss. I'll see you in a second, chat. Appreciate all the subbers. You won't miss much. We're just going to be talking about the draft. Wow, T1.
For BLG.
They lack AP damage, but they have got Caitlyn Brown to negate a lot of these melee champs. Brown is very good against these melee champs. Rumble and Skarner and Silas and Rel, he can tag all of them. Yone Sejuani is a great combo. Gnar is Zeus's best blind pick.
Honestly, I really love this
But BLG have a lot of tools to work with here. They have Ash engaged, they have Rel engaged, they have Silas with Gnarult or Sejuani engaged, they have Skarner suppressed, they have Rumble ult. T1 needs to be very careful. There's a world where Faker enters a team fight and is instantly dead. There's a world where Gumayushi lanes against the Ash and is under tower. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's Shaco.
How much damage they're going to do in these team fights.
Jesus.
This draft is also going to have some ripple effects for the series overall. You know, BLG being on red side wanted to test the waters.
Alright, let's go, chat. This is going to be crazy. This is an interesting game because what's essentially happened here is BLG has been on red side and they have left Yone open. If T1 wins with Yone in game 1,
Remember, T1
this becomes a very big problem for BLG for the rest of the series. A very big one.
It has been a favorable side. So
holy shit, the amount of primers is nuts. Yo, thank you for the primers. You're fucking crazy.
Game 1 to try and take that first
now,
victory.
biggest question for me, T1. Are you going to lane swap? Are you going to lane swap, T1? Let's see it. Look at the crowd, chat. They're going fucking crazy. Are you fucking ready for some games? Holy smokes. Let's get into it.
At the highest that it can possibly be in the entire year. And
here we
they
go.
Are ready to meet that
Camera in the bottom left so you can see the spells.
This is what we all asked for. The crown heavy on the
Chat,
heads
tell me
of
if you need any
T1,
audio
not just with
adjustments,
their
just
own
remember I'm on a
expectations,
delay.
But also the expectations of the LCK, of their families. BLG trying to reignite the LPL.
BLG have very good skirmish. T1 have very good
title.
Like on-hit DPS. If T1 get uptime, Gnar, Yone and Caitlyn will shred them. Oh, Guma's going to lose flash here maybe. If Rel Q flashes, he's just going to W. Wait, Guma didn't flash it. A very late flash from Gumayushi. That's first blood to Elk. That's massive. That's a very late flash from Gumayushi.
Slip over and get behind the red buff to come
very
from
late
the
flash.
Other side, take down Guma,
Elk flash forwards to get the kill.
That is supposed to
They're
have
not going to lane swap. They're going to match.
They get the flash out from Guma, a very valuable
great
summoner
start so far for BLG.
Could set his
long sword Ash. Now,
the thing about Caitlyn
I said this before, but Ash is good into Caitlyn. This is what I worried about for Gumayushi. If he gets pinched, he's going to have to go Caitlyn. The Ash lane, you might get pushed in a little bit. Let's see.
With the Silas in game 1 of this series, and I mean, off to a confident start.
Importantly, Elk did flash as
the
well,
reason
so he
Caitlyn
doesn't
struggles
have
in
that
these
same
lanes
summoner on his side of that AD carry matchup.
Is the
Looks
poke.
like it's going to be normal
the poke
lanes.
is very
no
difficult to deal with.
These teams. Shun wasn't spotted on his initial path.
Poke is very difficult to deal with.
Will be spotted when he goes over to the
now both junglers going to path bot. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep,
Faker playing Grasp, very important. He's against 4 melee champs and he needs to survive.
Of the map. One thing we've seen
I think if T1, oh, he got level 2. What did he get level 2 off? Was there a minion or a ward he killed earlier?
Mid to Faker, especially in
surprise level 2 gets Faker a good trade. He's also playing Doran's Blade over Doran's Shield in this lane. So the Caitlyn Brown, even though they're quite strong level 1, they're going to get pushed in by the Ash.
Elk and On are not going to let
if you're a T1 fan, the main thing to look at here
I mean, they're certainly not.
It's the Yone Gnar side lane strength. If you're a BLG fan, you're looking at the Sylas Gnar ult or Sejuani ult take, and a full fist fight in mid 5v5, or catching them off guard while these Yone and Gnar are pushing sides. BLG will force really hard in mid. So Gumayushi needs to be really careful not to get caught a lot this game.
The extra longsword in your inventory.
Faker's doing really well in this lane. He has 70%, 80% health. He has a potion, and Sylas is half health with no pots.
BLG have already dropped pings down.
Really good start so far.
He's on the bot side of his map, and the risk of a dive
mid and
is
top,
very real.
T1's doing great. Zeus can take a cheater recall and run back to lane and save TP into bin.
Down and look for a dive
and Faker has Sylas under tower.
Sending his sights on the bot lane play. We'll see. With TPs available, there's always the possibility. Notice as well, Zeus walking back to top lane, has the TP available in the event of an early play.
Good timing here from Shun.
Jungler's finished full clear. Bot crab is quite hard to fight for T1 if they want to go through bot.
Going back
BLG should be there a little bit earlier with their bot lane.
Continually harass
done by On.
carry it down in this lane, have them in a position where they are either looking for CS or eating your damage, and hopefully both for BLG. On there, crashing down out. Gumayushi and Carrier have been able to hold.
Yeah, I dropped the caster's crowd sound a little bit.
You get the earlier recall.
Good trade for Faker. Oh, Faker. He's got Knights very low here.
Because of the pushing bottom lane, so wants to trade, wants to get the top side one for
the
himself.
LCK Koshim is right next to me. They're going crazy.
Bit, annoying that Bin also on the Rumble is pushing up, and Bin is going down to check out that Scruttle.
In terms of early skirmishes,
so bot crab over to BLG.
Is often able to get those advantages in the 1v1.
Top crab over to Owner.
Job in terms of
pretty
farm.
even. Mid was winning in the trades, but obviously he doesn't have a CS lead. But what he does have
a few early items
is no Zerker Greaves base. He has Recurve Bow base.
Purchase on pretty much every champion that he's played. Only the Dark Seal for now, but depending on how well the game is going, he may very well look to upgrade that.
Yeah, I reduced the caster volume. Sorry, I'm on a 40-second delay. I'm trying to
only 4 minutes in, but
actively do it.
In about the next 30 seconds to 40
oh, that trade for Knight's very good. I'm surprised Faker is trading at level 4. Why doesn't he just get level 5 off the next minion and just fight?
Even-ish, but slightly
crazy that he went for that.
People have gone wild for how confident Faker has been in laning at this
Faker
tournament, and him
needs to be careful here. Sylas damage level 5 is really deceptive on the W.
Offers as he goes straight for it.
Really deceptive.
Faker as well. You know, it's one of the big things with
oh my God, Faker is being really psycho here. He needs to take the base. Oh, Zeus! Zeus down. Great gank there by Shun. He must have got caught into the wall. Faker has to take a really bad base. BLG is stomping this early game. They have mid push, top push, and bot push now. Insane gank by Shun. How did Ratboy die?
And On able to get the cleanse out from Gumayushi all across the map. BLG is putting pressure down.
Shun has been so good on the Skarner. Skarner being such a premier pick at this tournament. And again, in this series, having an early impact now. Gets the kill himself.
Okay, pretty bad base from mid. How did Zeus get caught by this? He should just flash the Skarner. I guess he does, right? Oh, he jumps off the Rumble and gets cancelled. That's why. Rough.
Nicely played by them. Been really setting him up. Harpoons in, gets the slow, gets all the damage done, and they collect.
And it's a very awkward situation for Zeus to be in just because of the state of the wave. Now Owner is covering to help him.
Owner's trying to look for it because Bin has no flash, but obviously he's not level 6 yet.
But now the swap's coming through. We know that the grub spawning in 10 seconds.
This is where T1 has been most impressive when it comes to their lane assignments in the early mid-game transition. They're committing really heavily for the grub spawn, but this is a level 4 Caitlyn.
We do see Owner
level 4 Ashe as well. On has no flash for the engage. Engage onto carry is not bad. I think he's going to be okay with flash. Oh, he's in a chain CC actually. Ah, he flashed as well. The chain CC was good from BLG. They got one grub for it, but carrier got caught there.
Such a smart call from BLG, from Shun and On to go for the engage on the
pretty solid early game for BLG. Really solid
for the objectives as well as trying to rotate from mid.
The
Skarner pick is paying off big time. So powerful.
Going for a bit of a trade. Has his AD carry behind him.
Nice juke.
Faker, he has ult.
Faker unbinds his soul.
They could play this as 2-man, but they don't have any vision on the top side.
Well, but it looks like BLG just want the pressure in mid. They're looking towards the top side though.
Yeah, BLG.
They go for the dive onto Zeus. It should be a pretty easy dive. He has to back off here. Skarner's on level 6, so he should be okay on the jump.
Impact can't quite land it, Zeus.
But Guma doesn't have the bot push yet, so they're already hitting top tower here, BLG.
Their pressure on the map, securing
this is really tough for T1. Very bad early game.
Now converting that pressure into plates on the top side, denying Zeus as much as possible. You look at the bottom of your screen, and it's just all red in favor of BLG.
Guma has been giving a little bit of free time to push out that bot side wave.
It's not over yet. Obviously, they've only lost 2 grubs. They haven't lost straight yet. It's just gold is a struggle.
Towards that level 6, a little bit more
they lose in most matchups here. They need to get this Caitlyn in mid lane. Faker can't stay here.
Yeah,
oh my god. He's playing on the limit.
In the mid lane, keeping him there. Of course, they've rotated Knight down
to
the
base
bottom
on this
lane,
Yone and send him bot and get
lane.
Caitlyn mid quick. Otherwise, his
and
game is monster unplayable.
Success in, be able to push it back out after Guma had shoved. And this is going to be so nice for the setups here for BLG. Again, their team fight will be so synergistic once they're able to bring this together. You have
Guys,
to
the volume a bit better now. Hopefully we're all good now.
They can control
yeah,
that
Drake's up. It should be pretty easy for BLG to secure.
Gotta remember
I think
that
T1
BLG
can't fight it. Owner has a pretty good camp lead, while Shun's been making his plays. Owner's been spam farming.
It feels like that
he has a pretty
solid
solid CS.
The reigning world champions T1 on the other side of the stage with the audience in favor of T1, but they've come out
XP-wise, he's a full level up over Shun, right?
Playing well in the early game.
Being a full level up really helps the 2v2. You'll see the Sejuani will gravitate into the Yone's lane.
Straight from even champion select.
And they'll play the 2v2s.
The smiles on their
Bean
faces,
has no
the
TP yet.
confidence there.
No unleash yet either.
In their level 1. They find reward in their level 1.
Honest, just
and
standing
they
in the red buff bush.
So many plays here. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, Faker lost a lot of minions. Look at his XP bar as well. It's because he was laning against the Ashe.
Difficult to actually fise off in these games.
The ideal situation here for T1 is if you have the BLG are just constantly matching the Ashe into Yone. They're doing so well. Ideally for T1 here is in the next minute you put a TP ward behind the Ashe and then you call a play. A 3v3 or 4v4 with TP on Gnar.
Very rely on Owner to be that initiation.
Not the best states they use. He just sits on a Merc Treads and a Cull.
He's going to rely on good vision control, which right now BLG is not giving them. Look at this vision setup on the bot side of the map. The river is very much in control of BLG, and they're putting extra pressure onto Owner's jungle.
And 9 minutes in, it's already a 1.4k lead for BLG. They have 2 grubs. They've got a Drake. T1 have only been able to pick up a single grub.
Yeah, they finally got the Yone into the Sylas, but this map movement has lost Faker almost 20 CS. And half a level.
A lot of us looked at how T1 play the early game, who tends to be in the advantage, and T1
tends
to be
that
a little bit more aggressive in the early game, getting
oh
out
my
to
god,
those
if the
leads.
Q hit as well, that's an all-in from Sylas. Faker
so
has to flash.
Knight has just been exceptional this tournament, and
yeah,
especially
the way he landed that chain in the trade was insane. I think Faker thought he was fine behind the minion.
Styling on his Sylas, stealing Faker's own ultimate, and this pressure, you even see the hover there for Owner, drawing a little bit of time. Sejuani not immediately going over to Gromp, kind of hovering around, see if Faker's going to need anything else, and it'll also kind of extrapolate towards the extra wards around mid lane. If you start to see the mid lane pressure here kind of spill over
He's just
into
ulting to
other
fast push
lanes
here.
as well.
It's a bit of a tricky one. Faker wants to base, but
map, right, because Knight just then after pushing in mid hovered into the top side river and he's
grass
just moving
stack here on
into
the Q3
fall.
would be nice,
he's
but he can't go forward.
Point of pressure, which means that Owner might get invaded on. Maybe jungle plus mid is going to come and put pressure on his jungle.
The second grub set is spawning in 20.
Where has actually been gone.
Let's see how T1 moves. You see the 4-man base coming out. Sejuani's running out, triple base from mid and bot.
They make a decision. That control at the
I guess they're going to send Faker bot, send Caitlyn mid, and then fight the grubs. Zeus has a bit of top push and he has his flash up again.
Grubs first. You can see BLG.
I think BLG are very happy to take the fight around grubs.
Towards those grubs, trying to get 2. Obviously, when you get 4, those mites begin to spawn.
All right, so BLG, you can see they've got
I think
the early
Knight's
lead
gonna
on
have. Does he have?
on this map.
He doesn't have Proto Belt in base, right? No way.
He
has
a
Kindle
couple
Gem.
of those minions dying to the tower. He gets his recall into a purchase off and has his teleport ready.
Does he have it?
If
with
they
2
decide
assists?
to fight this grub fight. Currently, Faker as well.
Oh my god, this Sylas has Rocket Belt.
His teleport ready.
This Sylas is insanely OP right now on the TP.
Down. This brush that Keria is standing in is
T1 should be very careful here.
But he's going to have to give it up.
Shun going to try and chase him down, throws
oh
a
my
rock
god,
into his
there's
back.
the TP from Sylas. Maybe a bit early. Nah, it's not. Great CC, but Owner's going to die here. Chain. Oh, he got out. The arrow's going to miss as well. So what T1 will do now is they'll hit bot tower. I don't think they're going to fight these grubs.
They can turn their attention to
I think they're just going to hit bot tower. Faker gets a lot from this.
Oh, he stole one with the Q! Of course, Gumayusi steals it! Of course, Gumayusi steals it!
Whether it's a Varus or a Caitlyn, Guma's got the skill shots to get your objectives.
Beautifully done by Gumayusi. Able to get 2 grubs at the very least for T1.
So Faker got a couple plates. The main thing that happened here is BLG lost both their TPs, and BLG got 2 grubs for it. And Sejuani flash. It's not the best. Pretty good play. Look at the gold between Yone and Sylas now. He's actually even from that.
Secure themselves that second
hey, Guma. Jesus, Guma, be careful.
As well with the Winter's Bite. Shun's on the chase.
Shun, nice brow move.
Locked up with the Glacial Fissure.
Make sure Caitlyn can save summoners.
Keria protects his AD carry.
Look at the confidence that Knight is playing with right now.
Yeah, Knight
Every
is playing
time he
very
sees someone
confident.
on his screen, he's
It
going
would be great
in
for
a
BLG
play.
if Rumble
And I
can
love
get a
the
move
fact that
towards
BLG,
mid
they
here.
spot out Owner in the river, isolated, and immediately all collapse onto
Faker
him.
knows it. A
They
move
tried to
mid here from
stagger
Bin
that
is
CC
insane.
as well to keep him locked down as long as
Oh,
possible.
Zeus
Yes.
jumps out of it.
Should be
My
fine.
boy. Get him, Ranta.
Go, get him, Ranta. Go for the R. There it is. There it is. Into the wall. No flash on. The ult on Faker is available. Elk flashed early. Oh, can he hit it? He hits it. Massive play from Zeus. Gets them 2 kills. That's going to get them a top tower as well. No, maybe not. Knight base and ran top. Maybe Zeus has to base and TP bot here so they can cover lanes. But T1's recovering really well. T1's recovering really well off the back of that play from Zeus and the play from
Great awareness
Guma
from Zeus,
to get the grub.
recognizing that in the face of the
Here's a
bot lane,
TP
he
bot
was
from
actually
Zeus.
stronger.
Oh, he's
He knew
TPing
that he had
behind
the
him.
Megan
Why
on
is he
its
TPing
way.
behind
He
him,
knew
that little
the
rat?
TP was available
Where's he
for
going?
Faker, and they set
Is he
up
going to
for
go for the
a very
all
nice
in?
collapse.
What's he doing?
Recognizing they
He's
had
running
the
to the
TP
tower.
advantage as well,
Why are you
BLG
TP behind?
used 2 TPs to fight
Oh,
over
is
those
he
second
hoping that
drops.
Bin hits the
Very
tower?
good
Look at him
use
waiting.
there of the extra
Look at him waiting in the
cooldowns
bush.
and recognizing that they're going to need some money to be able
Okay,
to fight in these
so
fights.
T1
that
got a
are
lot of
upcoming
plates
because
from this.
the
Look at the
early item
towers.
completions had already started to come in.
Zeus
for
jumps to stun
BLG, so
blind. Oh no,
stops
he wards it
the
and
double
insta jumps it.
recalls here.
Then he goes for
And
the
then
R
they
flash
make
into
the
the
call.
wall.
Teleport in. I've got Mega
Oh my god, it's beautiful. No flash on all.
against the wall.
Elk has to flash because he's scared of
And I mean, even
Gumayushi.
without the
Zeus
TP,
just
he
slowing
likely
him with the
could've
Q.
just gone on by himself. He gets the
Great ult by
summoners out
Faker.
from Elk as well. And those are going to be crucial as we set up for
The plates,
second
the
dragon
plates,
of
the plates
game.
were big for
T1
T1.
should feel a lot more
Look at that guy
confident about
smile.
being able to fight for that objective.
That's such a cheeky smile. Ooh, BLG setting up a play here.
BLG.
They have no TPs though, T1. They should be a bit careful.
So
They know Bin has no TP, but Yone no ult yet.
About 1,000 gold between the two teams right now. Only a 200
Herald
gold
spawn.
lead for
Now watch
Knight.
Bin.
Gumayushi
Bin can push
only
out bot
spotted
here and
blue
start
in
gravitating
that
top for
sky
this
at the bottom.
Herald.
It's only
Whereas
20
Zeus
gold
has to
ahead now
catch.
too.
So
Really
T1 on a
advantage.
map state, not the best for the Herald.
The item completions.
True.
And
The way
before
around this is
Faker
Zeus
does get
catches
his
his
Blade of
bot
the
wave
Ruined
base
King,
and runs out, but if he does that, he
already
loses his
sitting
bot
on the
tower.
Proto belt, that
It's a bit tricky.
playmaking,
There's the recall.
item for himself.
But Bin actually
Gives you a
hasn't
lot of
committed.
that
It looks like
confidence to be
Elk
able
is
to make a
calling
play.
for a reset.
Right now.
Maybe he has Kraken Slayer in base or something. Oh, he cancelled his recall.
Fishing for information. Looks like that.
What is
no
Elk
one's gonna be
sitting on?
standing on the side of BLG.
They must have a
Dragon
bit
is
of a
available, but really
wonky
no setup
itemization right
on
now,
either
BLG,
side
if they're not committing to
towards that
Herald.
objective. Resets have come through. Items looking to be further
Yeah,
completed.
Ash doesn't have her Kraken
As you
Slayer
rightly
yet. She
said,
needed
Kobe,
one more midwave, I think.
imagine that
So
Faker
that
is
helps T1 out a
incredibly
lot. That
close
gives
to
him some
blade
time to try and
completion.
recuperate.
Next back, he
Faker
should
can
have
push
it,
out top.
and it
Carrier
is
can start
crucial.
warding
It
up.
is a
Zeus
game
can catch
changer
bots
in
here and
terms of
heal
your
base.
ability to fight on the sideline.
And worst case, they
Another
can
thing
trade
that
Dragon here,
is
T1.
Oftentimes
No, Elk
hard
still needs
for
another
as we
wave.
start
Looks
up
like
the Rift Trail here.
Gumayushi will have Collector. There it
Looks
is.
like they should be able to get it though. Another thing that's kind of hard
And
for fans to
T1,
track
because
usually
BLG are a little
is
bit late, can
information
trade the
that
Dragon
teams
for
have
Herald,
because
which is
it's
great
not
for them.
necessarily shown on the scoreboard, but it is critical to the success of these types of teams that they have set up here. And so
I think the Drake
without
is pretty good.
extra vision, looks like it is just going to be the trade. Dragon for Herald, no problem. But I will say, Knight staying on this outer turret and getting
How can
the
they
outer
use this
turret
Herald?
hold himself again.
They got first
more
blood tower on
money
Silas, so
funneled
he's
into
900
this
gold up.
Silas, the Silas that does scale so well.
Yeah, notice that, again, it kind of, while T1 did find that TP,
Herald's
right
mid
now
looks
they're
good.
behind in terms
Oi,
of TP.
Zeus'
The
jump
arrow
wasn't good and he has
connects
no
mid.
flash. On needs to commit onto the
Walk
Gnar.
away for now. Shadowing Strike will get the
Zeus is super dead here.
as well as BLG.
Oh my god, he took the Brown Bolt here, Knight.
T1 in the middle of
Faker
the
has to ult out, Q3. Flash from Skarner.
Faker getting chased out as well.
He flash ults over the wall, makes sense. Carrier's down, Guma's down. Zeus is down. Triple kill for Elk. TP bot by Bin. Here comes that. They've just blown the game open.
Kill for the AD carry of
They're going to get
BLG.
3
A
towers,
nice
including
arrow
top tier
to
1
set
from
up
30
for
seconds
play.
ago.
T1
3
saw an
kills.
angle to secure that
Maybe they
mid
get
tower,
mid tier 2
and
as
he's
well,
gonna
you
get
know.
punished.
And BLG are so quick with
Oh my
it.
god, BLG was insane
Elk's
in that play.
arrow snipes him right out of the air.
Zeus jumped into the wall. He didn't have Triforce yet either. It's a bad fight. They thought they could trade mid tier 1 for top tier 1. Insane collapse by BLG. Wow, 4k up.
3 towers out of it as well.
4K
Yeah,
up is
so
nuts.
much gold goes into their pockets. 4.5k the lead now for BLG. BLG.
And it's a situation where the cross map, right?
I think Silas takes top tower. Skarner's on Herald. Let's group mid is 5.
Nice
No,
step from
BLG's group is way stronger.
And then a beautiful
way stronger.
Comes through from
Ruma can't
with
move.
the follow-up as T1's forced to retreat.
Got the tower. Now Kerry has caught.
To get out of this, nowhere to go apart from back to the fountain in a body bag. BLG
Yeah,
now
this has gone really badly for T1 these last couple minutes. They're going to lose the side lanes, and they've lost sums on Yone and Caitlyn. No sums on Caitlyn, no sums on Yone. They can't fight mid waves. Silas could look for a TP bot. There's no wards.
to
Bin is frying him. I
regroup
think
at
Bin
all.
can play
Faker
this.
now, even under attack, he's slowed in the pit.
Knight needs to TP or cancel Gnar. He needs to cancel Gnar. Where's Knight's TP? He's not going to die. He's going to recall right next to him. Watch out for the arrow! Faker for the arrow's going to hit Faker! Oh, it sniped him! It sniped him! The arrow sniped Faker and killed him, and Owner's dead. Top tier 2's dead. Faker was so cocky on the recall. He died to the arrow across the map.
In a play that Faker, teams have tried to collapse on him on a side lane, and it's resulted in their demise.
They're losing at tier 3.
Of that star mid laner, but BLG don't care. They're keeping pressure.
They're losing
on
at
the
tier
top
3.
side.
Faker's down. They're going to get a tier 2
but
bot.
It costs them greatly as they
TP
lose
bot
2
from
towers
Knight.
top.
He's going to fight them 1v2. Can he stop them?
Minutes into the game, and BLG have already opened the doorway into
I don't think
the
they realized,
T1
but the
base.
Ash Arrow sniped Faker.
They do lose a tier 2 in the bottom side, but BLG are in the driver's seat and they are not letting go of that steering wheel. T1 need to find some way back into this because now their inhibitors open in the top side. They do have these Hex Gates to work with. 2 minutes on the next Drake. Baron up in a minute 50. We've seen
they lost
T1
so much
sneak
gold
them in the
here,
past to
T1.
get back into games.
And we said it in the draft, when we saw this BLG composition, it really is a comfort pick and play style for
Drake's in
BLG.
2 minutes.
You look at the champions, and while you
The
wouldn't
Baron
typically
is
in the
insanely
past
quick for
associate
BLG.
Bin with his Rumble, it has become a staple part of his champion pool. And here in the 1v1, he realizes, I think I can get this solo kill onto Faker. He has no way of getting out of this
Show
situation.
the arrow
So
replay.
they're forced to TP to collapse. Gumayusi comes down, Zeus comes down, but on the other side of the map is BLG.
Exactly.
The arrow
You can
snipes
see the
Faker in the head.
counterattack from BLG on the minimap. They immediately beeline straight for that tower.
Oh, we didn't see that!
Oh, now everyone realizes.
That's insane!
Elt the sniper again!
We can't miss those moments.
That was our job. Oh my god, beautiful.
The arrow!
And then the collapse comes
And then
in for
Owner
BLG.
tries to defend top tower.
That
Guys,
is just beautiful.
here
Even
comes
though
the bot
Bin
siege
went
from
down,
BLG. We'll see
they
what
saw
Rel
the
can look
last
for.
bit of vision of Faker,
Oh,
of the
Faker.
recall spot.
They're losing bot tier 2. They lost.
Shot comes in, then the arrow. That is sublime.
They
from
lose
Elk.
top
He's
tier 2.
5
They
and
lose
1
bot
now.
tier 2.
And
They lost
it's
mid
just
tier
such a
2. You know,
dominant
there's 6
performance from
towers
BLG. T1 trying to
down
get
in
anything they
19
can.
minutes.
On the other side of the
5k
map, but
down.
that explosion in terms of gold
The Baron
advantage
rush for BLG is
BLG
going to be
past the 15-minute
insanity.
mark.
And I mean, it all stems from that level 1 play. The
Oh my
fact that they
God.
got that flash out on the bot side of the map. Elkin On had consistent pressure on the bot side. Knight was able to trade very effectively and hold his lane in the 1v1. Even later on in the lane, out trading Faker. And on the top side, that's where Shun was putting the pressure. That's where he was able to find that early gank. And it's just been skirmish after advantage, after pick, where BLG have just been slowly but surely dominating the map.
Production is locked in. Production is locked in.
Set
Chat,
up
don't
something
sweat it.
sneaky on the top side. BLG aware that T1 do like to do this.
Gumayusi
Carrier,
has
instead
IE.
of a call
Elk's getting
in
close to LDR.
the alcove. And in the end, it's much ado about nothing. The Drake up in 20 seconds time. BLG pinging it. They know
BLG get
they
a
can
free
keep the
dragon.
stacking going. Obviously want to end the game before they get to Soul, but if you can make the Soul a possibility, it puts more pressure on T1.
Yeah, BLG.
Yeah,
they're so
T1
far ahead,
are
they
a
don't
bit far
need to
away
give
from what they
anything
need.
over
They
to
need
T1, so all you have
Sterax
to
on
do
Gnar, and they
is keep
need
one little bit of
Strikebreaker on
vision
Yone,
on
and
the
then
Baron,
they can start to
then
try
go
to
collect
fight.
the
But
dragon,
right
make
now,
sure
you'll
that
see a
T1
fight.
aren't able to get any
Looking at
sort of
Skarner's
trade
items,
on
looking
the
at
map
Rumble's items, what will
because,
happen is
they
T1
don't
will
have
rock up
the
to a
ability
fight,
fight
and they'll
you,
have
so deny
no
them
damage. They'll have
everything.
0 damage. Oh my god, he's out. What?
Not aware of the recall in the brush. Knight's going to catch this bot wave. This is
They
gonna
can't
be an
fight. They have
uncontested
absolutely
dragon.
no damage, T1. They can't kill a
BLG
single target right now.
With a strong
Their
start
lockdown's not good enough for
to
Ash.
game
Their
one.
damage isn't
And
good
while
enough to
this
get
game
through the front
definitely
line.
isn't over, BLG have all the tools to
BLG is
secure the
playing
first game of this
insanely
series.
well.
And coming into this series, we need to remind you again, BLG at MSI this year, they beat T1 twice in best of fives, and last year at MSI. They definitely have shown that they have what it takes, and they are definitely showing that in game number 1.
I mean, you could even go back to 2022 when Bin beat him on RNG in the MSI finals as well. I mean, T1, the World
Gumayusi's pretty
Championship
strong.
has definitely been
Yeah, but he has
tournament.
Collector IE
When it
against
comes to
Randuin's
MSI,
Heartsteel
that is
Skarner.
where the LPL have been able to find those
I
advantages.
think he's not that strong yet.
Now, though, here at the World's first game, BLG 4K gold up, 2 dragons to their name. Baron is now an option, and this becomes a big point of contention. It's an opportunity for T1 to turn the game around. they have had some spectacular Baron plays so far at this World Championship, whether it be sneaking them, whether it be finding incredible team fights around
yeah,
this
they can't.
objective.
You see on bot lane where Faker pushes out and then backs off in that one spot there. T1 have a problem. Their comp is a 1-3-1 comp.
Just trying to get towards those
Gnar pushes top, Yone pushes bot, they push sides, collapse mid. But they're too far behind to push any side, so it's very hard for them to control mid wave. So you can see where Gumayushi's catching mid, that's kind of locked unless they 5-man mid. And if they 5-man mid, BLG's 5v5 is a bit stronger.
He doesn't know if BLG are on that bottom side of the map, so he has
it's just
to
a matter of time before BLG force a Baron.
On towards his side of the map.
BLG could also just wait 9 minutes of game time and just stack Drakes. It is the most powerful dragon in the game. Oh, Elk has LDR. I think they're going to force.
Just keeping tabs on
I would be very surprised if they don't force now.
For Elk to arrive on the map. He hex gates out with his 3-item power spike already completed. His Lord Doms, because they're so far ahead.
Here we go.
Elk, a player that when he came
I think
onto
BLG
the
can
scene
definitely look for a Baron angle here. They have great setup. Once Bin pushed out top, Sylas groups through mid on the hex gate. They're cooking a play.
He said he has got Jolmong fever because he would just throw games from time to time. We haven't seen that in years. He has been so consistent for BLG. And now
on spacing to refresh his wards. He's going to gate out. Oh, they have the perfect. Oh, that one ward is really sneaky.
Just allow him to rip through T1.
So far, his arrows have been great as well.
Here comes the push. Faker's pushing bot. Faker's saying in comms, guys, let me push bot, let me push bot as much as I can.
Big kill onto Faker
Force Sylas to catch.
And it looks like, again,
that'll stop them from being able to do Baron.
T1 anything.
Taking
BLG
the
are
reset.
so far ahead, and they have so many pick tools. Not to mention just the arrow,
There's
but
the mid
also
push.
Shun and Ond, and they're going to look for it.
Look for a Skarner ult, but
the Ishtar's impact can't quite land.
Sejuani passive can't be slowed.
Does have that passive as well to avoid that slow.
Yeah, they're just going to chase them out of that jungle.
Here comes the turn with Sylas ult on Sejuani, maybe. Arrow onto Guma, cleanses. Cleanse down.
Out from Gumayushi.
Now BLG could go Baron still, or they could just keep holding the control until Ash up ults back up.
Is if Ona
They're fine if they keep mid and top push.
Diving on top of him, because if the Sejuani ult comes out, he has the cleanse.
Here comes the
that's really
force.
the only initiation tool, unless
that
Zeus,
one ward is doing so much work. They see it.
T1
T1 know it.
Offering a lot of value for T1. They'll see that.
But they're two manning it, so T1 is still walking into a face check here. Look at the Sylas.
Get access into the pit.
Oh, Sylas backed off. Yes, Sejuani ult on the side. Gumayushi no cleanse. Boy, watch out for the back. He's going behind him. It hit onto Guma! Insta one shot. What a positioning by Knight.
And immediately kill off the enemy AD carry.
Insane positioning.
Extraordinary Sejuani ultimate.
Now the Baron force again. Here it comes.
Guma does not flash
BLG
away,
is playing this beautifully.
And this leaves the Baron wide.
Now they're going to have to 4v5 a Baron.
Beautiful positioning from
Look at On. He's sneaking around the side now, but Zeus is going to jump the wall. I think he knows the Rel is here.
Without Guma, they try and fight them.
So almost spotted.
They're too late for the steal.
The Baron down to
Ona's going to go down here.
On the front line. Ona trying to get in.
Flashes in, doesn't get the Baron. Zeus isn't close to Mega. Skarner ult on 3. This is a whitewash. Arrow gets flashed away from. This is a stomp from BLG. What an insane performance from them in game 1. This is a big game. The Skarner is a problem. The Ashe is a problem. Now, don't forget, in the series against Gen G, they lost with Caitlyn Braum Kindred, and it looked terrible. I'm surprised T1 run Caitlyn Braum again, though. When Ashe is open, they're going to have to fix their prios, go back blue side and look for more prio on the Ashe. Or more prio on the Zyra Khan. This game is done. It's a dragon.
The kills
this
are
game
going
is done.
to Elk, but the plays from Knight
wow,
are
Knight
phenomenal.
is playing insanely
Keep track
well.
of this angle. He's staying in the fog
it's
of war.
Beautiful.
He's trying to circumvent what Gumayushi can see. He finds the good
what
angle.
Position from Knight is
the
crazy.
He
gets the chain as well. They don't block the ult or the chain.
In the Baron, he also body blocks Ona. Look at the positioning of Knight here.
Nice,
Gets in the
chef's
way
kiss.
of the
What more could you want
engage,
from a play
make
like
sure that
this?
Ona cannot get into the pit. He sidesteps Faker's ultimate, and Knight is just.
Oh my god, he ulted his ult.
Faker's trying to get away from Knight.
Solo kill! Knight is popping off. Unbelievable. What did I say, chat, when we were doing the World's Finals analysis yesterday? I said, I think the T1 on blue side should ban Jax, Sylas, and Skarner probably. And then have high prio on Ashe, Kalista, whatever. Because this is the problem.
Knight has had an
Knight Sylas is insane, and he can play it into Yone. Shun Skarner's early game is so strong. I think they're going to swap it up here, T1.
Gumayushi, Ona, and Kevi are trying
to... Oh, the arrow onto Guma. Bang! It's again!
He's got flash, but he's still
Into the Skarner ult. This is a 27-minute game. Shun's fine. Faker's respawning. Knight has the Gnar ult with flash. One tower down. Look at Knight with the ult on Gnar. 2 towers down. Chain doesn't connect. Oh, big ult. There it is. Wow, 27-minute win from BLG. I think T1 made mistakes in this game, but they need to fix this draft. That Sylas is a problem. That Skarner is a problem. The Yone just... The Yone just isn't it.
Just incredible play from
I think T1 will go back blue side and do a different draft on bans.
All right, for the
wow, I think the Kai'Sa ban is so useless. What is the point? I don't understand it. They're banning Kai'Sa and giving them Ashe. If you play Xayah into Kai'Sa, it makes sense, but you can't play Xayah into Ashe.
Tactician's crown. We are heading to Macau, and we're thrilled to bring
the
you
LPL co-streamers are going crazy.
Mayhem winding down, a new set featuring Arcane is on the horizon, promising big game-changing moments. 512 players will battle it out live, diving into this
supporting BLG
set that is sure to shake things up. Get ready for more.
He just left me hanging on the fist bump. That was really embarrassing. That was crazy. They need to change it up big time. Sorry, Chad, I haven't eaten anything today, so I'm just eating an apple real quick. Apple right to the core. Hopefully you don't hear me chewing. Yeah, I think a lot to rethink about drafting if you want. What did we say? What did we say would happen? Let me open up the video and we'll do a little bit of draft talk real quick in the break while the break's here.
And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good. I just feel so good.
So these were the iterations we were going over yesterday, chat. These were the iterations we were going over yesterday. I think when it comes to T1 on blue side, they have a few options. But I think Sylas, Smolder, Skarner, and Jax should be the champs that they're looking at. I also think BLG, if they see this, their adaptation should be a Renata ban on 3. The main issue that T1 have now is they've played game 1 and they've lost on Yone. So if they choose blue side again, BLG is going to leave it open again. I wonder if the Sylas ban or the Smolder ban forces the ban. And then the Jax, of course, is another one that could be banned. Here I said the best iteration for T1 was Sylas, Jax, Smolder, possibly, or Sylas, Jax with a Skarner. I really think that they should adapt and drop the Kai'Sa ban. I don't know what the other ban they did was, but they should really drop it. Because I think it sets them up for a much better game if they can get Ashe first pick. Or if they can get something like a Jax first pick if they want to leave it open. Or if they can get a Skarner first pick if they take away the Ashe themselves. Also, I think that when it comes to blue side, if T1 ever go red, I think Kalista Ashe Xayah ban from BLG is fucking deadly. That is a deadly big pick ban from BLG on blue side if they do that.
Jax in a WWE Women's Championship steel cage match. This is incredible!
Really deadly.
This, my friends, is must see.
WWE.
Tickets on sale now.
Wait, did my stream crash? No, I didn't. Okay, my Katarina top.
I've been on the verge of self-destruction, never been this close to me erupted. I'm on the ledge, I'm seeing red. Don't think they heard what I said. Mr. Goody Two Shoes, about to choo-choo. Kill him in the new suit, man, I'm too smooth. From the light to the dark, from the truth to the lies.
I also think T1 should do some kind of level 1 invade or lane swap. They need to track enemy jungle a bit better. They really need to track enemy jungle better. Their tracking on enemy jungle was really bad. The fact that Shun can gank mid and top like that multiple times, I think it's just... Maybe Owner has to sack more camps. Not the best. I think that some of the streams are crashing. No, they're not. They're all good. Sorry, Jam, having a quick apple. I wonder what the desk is going to say. Wait, where's the other headset then? I think Daniel Dracos is coming in to say hello. Huh? Okay. Dracos is going to come say hello, chat there. Don't say NPC. Every time I come into the stream, this guy is just stuffing his mouth. Bro, shut up, bro. Everyone's saying about the delay. I get it. There's a delay. There's a 45-second delay. But I'm live in the arena, right? So everything I see is live in draft and in game and in the crowd. It's just a 45-second delay on OBS. That was the rule. That was the rule, chat. I'm on the League of Legends Instagram story. Am I actually? Man, I really don't want to see Guma play Caitlyn again into those champs. Caitlyn is so awkward in public. Yeah, of course I am, bro. All I do is play games all day, man. You think I know how to fucking network and lock in when it comes to talking to people? I just laugh. I think it's all funny. Oppo cam, damn. Where is my PC actually? I have no idea where the PC is. Holy fuck, look at those shots. LPL Jayo. Yo, what up? Wait. You got your headset? Wait, hold up.
My headset on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
This is Streamception.
Yeah.
We're on the vertical feed. We're on your co-stream.
Yeah. Oh, we're on the vertical feed on
we're
TikTok?
On the vertical feed too.
Oh shit, you can say hello to all the rats. They're all fucking chilling in the chat.
Rats. Say hello to all the people in our chat too. Just balance.
Hello people in the TikTok chat. I hope you're having fun.
How you doing? Bro, I need to know how you feel about that first game. We need that check-in.
I mean, when I did the draft analysis, I thought Sylas Skarner ban would be pretty good. Looks insane this game. I think it's fine to test the waters with the Jax ban and see if the Sylas Skarner is good because you have Yone, right? So it should be pretty good. But I think it was really rough giving them Ashe, Skarner, Sylas. I don't know. I think T1 will probably swap up a couple of their bans.
The big thing Dagger was talking about, and I'd love to get your take on this, is he felt like they needed to enable carry more, and that we were kind of talking about how they kind of put themselves in a corner with the Kate.
Yeah.
Like, is bot so high prio that they need to unlock that? Like, can you let Ashe first pick through?
I think it's really hard to enable carrier on blue side. I think if T1 want to enable carrier, they'll choose red side, or they'll early rotate something like Rakan. I think if you give over Ashe, it's pretty impossible to get a winning bot matchup, especially if you blind pick like Lux and they pick Ashe Blitzcrank or something, like bot lane is just Armageddon. So yeah, I worry for T1 when it comes to bot matchups.
Bro, last question. Did you cry at the trailer at the
Yeah, of course I did.
I was bawling my eyes out.
Bro, so many tears were coming out. I was tearing up. But yeah, it was, I mean, shout out to Phil Choi. Big shout out to Phil Choi.
Good boy, and obviously everyone at Riot
Yeah.
put that teaser together. Yo, what was your prediction for start of the day? Just so we know on the desk, because we're going to have to roast you for it if you're wrong.
My prediction was 3-2 T1.
3-2 T1. You still have faith in the full 5 after that?
Yeah, I think they'll swap it up in draft, but sometimes LCK teams can be really, not cocky, but they'll be like really adamant that they're right, so they'll not change anything. I really hope T1 doesn't do that.
I hope so too. All right, we're hoping for adaptable drafts. Raz, take it back, man. What are you thinking? How you guys feeling?
What's also really telling is the amount
also, Mark, thank you for having me, brother.
Oh, thank you. Yo, the rats chats are really happy to see you. They're always happy to see you. Very happy to see you. All right, have fun on your stream. Peace out, take care. Love you.
Yeah, and Elk was on his Ash, and we love seeing that.
Dragos is doing another broadcast for, I think, Lolly Sports on TikTok or something. So he came to say hello.
And we actually got the pro view to see exactly what happened. Perhaps the
show that arrow.
mastermind was masterminding too much.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this because I actually have not seen the pro view from Faker yet. But this is where it starts, right? Because they're going to try to get the collapse onto Bin. You can see on the mini-map where BLG are pushing in.
Do we know what side T1 chose yet?
Scout is it out, and then Elk hits this arrow. Elk on this Ash is so, absolutely deadly. He's flipping through lanes.
He's alt-tabbing. Well, not alt-tabbing. He's in the game.
Oh, Faker.
And then he's dead.
He didn't alt-tab. I missed
He didn't think about Ash Arrow.
As they continue to collapse on
He
the
didn't
top
think about
side.
it.
And again, Elk being on this Ash pick, I feel like if you want to see, sometimes people overfocus on Ash arrows, right? If you want to see good Ash arrow usage, look no further than Elk because he's phenomenal.
I mean, he has been absolutely incredible.
What I really want to highlight here is how well BLG reads T1. T1 is a team that loves to do this, overload a part
What
of
is
the
it,
map,
chat?
really
How are we
go
feeling?
aggressive on
Yeah, I
these
don't know.
turrets to try and
I've
gain
never
map
streamed on
control.
TikTok
and
before,
they
chat.
are
Should I stream
so
on
clearly
TikTok?
not ready for this collapse. And we saw T1 stabilize a little bit after the rough early game. After this point, BLG was never in any danger.
They really weren't. I mean, there was just so many avenues of attack for BLG, and I have to shout out Knight. He played incredibly well in a matchup that is supposed to be advantageous for the Yone in the 1v1. He was dominating
the second
Faker
game.
from the word go.
Our Oppo player of the game was Knight. In this one, we focused so much on the matchup
Okay,
before
chat, after the
this
second
Azale,
game,
but
we're going to
just
get...
outplayed.
I mean, straight up, you know, he was just
Some of
dominating
the
in the
LPL
1v1.
co-streamers
Faker
on.
did chunk him down early, but even after the TP back, he was winning every
Yeah, this
single
level 1 was
trade
tough, man.
thereafter.
Losing
He
Case
made
and Flash
Faker
level 1
phase
really
with low
sucks for
HP,
your
with
lane.
no
It
teleport,
really sucks.
lost a full wave, started to fall behind in experience. Knight really showcased his skill in this 1v1.
And his class.
Nice.
Yeah,
Both. New word.
And we heard it from him in the intro, right? Like, he wants people to remember his name as the LPL mid. What a
This was sick,
phenomenal showing
this flank was
from
crazy.
Knight in this first game. Insane Sejuani ult that he had prepped. And this is what allowed a lot of these BLG collapses was Knight's ult usage and his positioning.
Yeah, and here we see T1. They're getting back to the stage. Of course, we've seen this before.
I'm excited for this next
Teams
draft.
don't necessarily drop more than one game if they start by losing. We hope we don't get a 3-0 for either side. But it's not going to be for T1.
Only one can be done now. And I mean, BLG of all teams know about the first game. I do want to highlight, though, that T1 selected blue side. And I do think, again, this was not a game where you go like, this was unplayable from jump.
Yeah.
This was just gameplay. I do think, though, that T1 in the next game has an opportunity to set themselves up better because...
Here we go, we're on stage.
We
Get me
gotta
to
talk
draft.
about it. When that
I would
brawl
love
was
to see the
locked in,
change.
I can guarantee
T1
you
chose
that
blue
every
side, right?
single
I didn't see
T1
anything
fan
below.
let
Maybe I'm
out
blind.
a collective groan because
Maybe I'm
this
blind. I
player
didn't see it.
on the Braum just doesn't have the same magic he does on other champions.
Absolutely, and they did have that Yone Gambit that we have seen in so many different series.
Yeah, the
where,
Yone,
you know,
the
you go
Yone
on
is
red side,
interesting.
if you are not
You know,
playing against
actually,
a mid laner who is known
I
for these
wonder
melee
if
champions, who are
T1
known for an exceptional
thinks
Yone, you can say, all right, let's give it over to Faker.
that
Let's
banning
see
Yone
what
on
happens
blue
in game
side is the
number one.
solution.
Now
I
they
really
lose
wonder
with
if
it,
they
so
think
that
that.
can put the pressure on T1.
I hope
have
they
to
don't
ban
think
Yone
that.
on blue side,
Yeah,
which
I
really
agree.
is a
I
disadvantage
wonder
for
if
the rest of the
T1
series.
just
and
says,
something we've
fuck
seen
it, we're
happen
going
a
to
number
ban
of times
Yone
at
on
once.
blue
You know
side
what
and
the
red
people
side, both
really
sides.
want?
What do they want?
To hear us talk a little more. Oh, we do have a little bit more time.
Oh, we have
there's
more
a
time.
PC swap on stage.
A
They don't
PC
get any
swap?
boos, that's good. So they actually don't hate it. They don't hate
Thank
it.
you, crowd.
They don't hate it that
Whose
much.
PC are we swapping?
So we have a couple of touching points that we can talk
it's
about as well.
Fakers.
Maurits, because
I think it's
this is
Fakers.
actually
Everyone has
something
their
we
headset
saw
on
just
apart from
last
Faker.
week as well. The exact situation with kind of Keria on the Braum, and I think when you think about Keria as a player in the context of the World's runs that T1 has done, we always said
They
about
just said T1 chose
pushing the
blue?
meta
Okay.
forward, about making it happen. Braum just doesn't do it.
Well, yeah, and you might look at this
Yeah,
and go,
Braum
"Man,
really doesn't
that's
do it
not
for me
bad."
either.
I
He
want
needs
you
more
to keep
playmaking.
in mind
Keria really
which
needs
team
playmaking.
this
He needs the
is. This is a
pace.
team that has, particularly domestically,
They
even
win
though they
every
haven't
game.
won, they win a whole lot.
Yep.
So this really isn't by itself already a great recommendation for that Braum, but it's when you look at the actual gameplay. Compare this to his
Sub in
Rakan
Reckless
game
if 0-2
that we saw
down,
in
deal.
quarters.
Exactly. That is the big thing to me. It's not the point is,
This
Carrier's
guy
a
is
bad
so ill,
Braum.
it's
You know, sometimes
crazy.
when a team, you know, you can pilot it. Okay, well, maybe you disagree. But to me, it's more about how exceptional he is on some of these playmaking champions and how he enables the rest of his team, right? And there are players like this. You know, you were talking about
they're still
Mako
swapping
earlier,
Faker's
we were talking
PC.
about JJ and players
Looks
who can
like he's
play
plugging
Janners,
his
can play
stuff
different
into the new
styles.
PC.
But sometimes, you know, they're more well-suited, you know, from what the team needs, playing something different.
And I also think in the context of this match specifically, we didn't really get to it, Emily, at the start of in the countdown. The expectation was that Carrier has been having a much better tournament. He has been one of the pillars that T1 has built on and on.
I can't really see with the lights, but people are waving at me.
Generally, right, he hasn't always been as present in
Owner was invisible last
kind
game.
of the expletives. When you talked
Yeah,
about
actually,
BLG
let me watch
so
the replay
far,
of
that
last
was
game
something
real
that
quick.
was going to have to happen. So the fact that we saw this out of Carrier
I
in
wonder
game
what
one
Owner's early
specifically, we saw
pathing was.
how cohesive BLG played with on, making sure that he's with his jungler, with his mid laner, wherever he needs to be, is a good sign for the series for BLG.
Yeah, and that's why I'm really curious to see what T1 end up
you.
doing in this draft, right? Because they did target on with the
me see his
Renata
early
and
pathing.
Rakan coming through on 4-5 in their bans in
So
the
Owner-
first game. And then the Yone test,
He
as
did
you already mentioned,
top camps
Zale. The big thing for me for
into bot
Carrier,
camps,
though, is that
full clear
again,
into top
I did
grab after
expect
base.
T1 and the level 1
Then he
kind of
took his
ruined this. I did
Gromp
expect T1 to be going
and
for some
Wolves
sort
while
of swap,
Shun ganked
not
top.
want to face BLG in standard
then Owner
lanes
managed to steal
necessarily,
away
since they
Shun's
have been so
Raptors
good
for the
in
gank.
swap. And that's why I really
And
love to
his-
see Carrier unlock.
He pushed him out of his
obviously
top
everyone's
side,
gonna talk
covered
about his
top,
pipe
that info
games
on him,
'cause
then he
they're
did the
great,
grab
but,
slide.
if he
Then he cleared
unlocks,
bot
if he's
camps,
able to affect the mid lane, for
hovered
example,
mid,
help
Zeus got
Faker in that
forced
matchup
out.
to really dominate
T1
Knight
defended
in
his top
lane,
camps,
that's
he
an
got
important
6.
part too. I like seeing Carrier
Yeah,
when
I
he
mean,
can also be
Owner
unlocked
basically
from the bot
full
lane
cleared,
in some early
and he
like
didn't
lane
cover
assignment
top.
shenanigans.
I mean, I always just think that when the
Essentially
meta
what
is
Shun
flexible
did
for
is he's
supports,
full
Carrier
cleared from
is the
top to
best
bot,
player in the world. This guy
took
can play
crab,
so many different
based,
styles. He affects
ran
the map
top
really
and
well.
ganked top,
He can
that's
have
it.
counter picks for 2v2.
Whereas
he can
what
do so
Owner
many
did
different
is he
things.
full
So
cleared
I'm
from
really
top to
curious
bot,
if T1 has
based,
that in store.
Yeah, I think that's why we
took
really
crab,
feel that this was the tip
but
of the
after he
iceberg,
took
right,
crab,
when it comes to this best of
he
5.
moved
Now,
to his
as we all
Gromp.
know, we are here with thousands, 10,000s of you.
Even
but
though they
Worlds
knew Skarner
is
was
a
topside.
global phenomenon, and there are so many watch
So I
watch
think this is
parties
actually Zeus's
all around
fault.
the world.
They had full info on where Skarner was. They knew he was topside. The problem is, I think Zeus is trying to crash his wave.
That is so cool to
So
see
even though he knows that enemy jungle's
we are
top,
kind of in our
even though he knows enemy jungle's top, Zeus griefed it a bit and tried to flip it and push out, and he got caught and died.
all of Korea and all of China is watching, as well as everywhere across the world. People care so much.
Sorry if the
One of my
casts are too
favorite
loud.
parts of these events as well is
Sorry if the casts are too loud. TLDR, Shun full cleared and ganked top. And Owner full cleared, hovered top, spotted, not spotted Skarner, but had info that Skarner was there and then backed away, and Zeus still died to it, even though I think he shouldn't have.
Are you?
Yeah, this no.
For the guy.
Yeah, no. For the, are you crazy? Come on, I'm not gonna do that to talk
seen
about
it,
myself
I've
like
seen
that. I think that.
So I think Zeus either needs to call for more resources
People are
or
always
stop
gets
inting.
me excited.
Yes, and we are so lucky that that we get to talk about these matches as well, and of course the hope that we have a T1 striking back here,
The
so we get
volume's
at
too
least
loud?
4 games.
Yeah, I
Give
fixed it,
me
I fixed it.
One key word that we need to see from T1 as I toss it to the
I fixed
casters,
it.
Maurits, that you need to see for them to bring it back.
You're like
in
a
game
rat
two.
in a Lolly Sports
Agency.
Instagram
Carrier
photo.
needs to be on something where he can have more impact.
Really?
Carrier, you need to have more impact. Do you agree with that,
Wait, what
Medic?
is this? I got balloons
I
here.
think Carrier, one of the best supports in the world, if not the best support in the world on his day, but he needs something he can.
All right, this is where I'm really excited. I really want to see this draft. I really want to see what they cook up.
Is just not it.
Let's see it.
Personally, I think that BLG's draft approach was just so smart because as much as I think
Let's
Gumayushi
see
is
it.
an incredible player, I do think that his pool at this World Championship has been a little predictable. And I think that what happened is that by putting them on the Yone and then not locking either an AP jungle or an AP bot laner, it kind of limited the options that T1 actually had on the bot side of the map. Now, do I think that they lost because of the draft? No, I mean, I think BLG really just outplayed them in the early game. But I think that what T1 is good at, or at least what they've showed at this World Championship, is their ability to come back into games, whether it be through clever Barons or fantastic picks.
I really want to see the
This comp
adaptation.
didn't really give them any options to do that. So I want to see them have those options available to them and showcase the playmaking power that this roster does have.
Yeah, I think the big issue here for T1 is not only did they get outplayed
Damn, that
in
Wolves
game
trophy
number
looks
1
crazy.
on the map, but also it's going to be even
Jesus.
more difficult now, I feel
It's
like,
fucking
for them
glowing.
to draft versus BLG, with BLG already calling the Yone shot and then hitting that
There we go.
shot
This
out
is
of the
all I want to know.
This champions like
They
now,
banned
like
Yone
all
on
the
blue
fights.
side.
Again, we see the Jackson there.
They banned Yone on blue side. That is a sting. That is a big sting.
Yep. That's exactly what we're talking about.
That is a big sting.
Knock-on effects of that game number 1.
And the Skarner response as well.
Skarner ban from BLG. Now the Ashe prio and the Vi prio goes up very high. They could do the Kai'Sa ban now if they want to.
I mean, it's true. And I mean,
Or the Sylas ban.
He's going to ban it on his side. So let's see what direction they now go in. T1, what are you going to look to remove?
What is it?
Knight Sylas
They could ban
you don't want to have
Ashe.
to deal with? Or perhaps something like the Callista once again.
They could ban Rumble.
Really taking off the board.
Yeah,
Ban
bot
Varus.
lane
They're
has
putting
been
way more prio on bot lane.
And yet, Knight Sylas was
So the
insane.
problem they
Maybe
have
they
here,
wouldn't even
T1, is
consider
if they do
picking
first pick Ashe,
and
they are
stealing it
losing.
away.
They should ban Ashe here, BLG, I think.
Ashe and Callista are both
Because
available.
if you give
This
them
is
Ashe
an
and play
important
Callista
choice
into it, it's not the
for BLG.
best. Actually, but then they get Callista for free. What do you play into Callista? They probably have to play like Ezreal or something, right?
There's a solid answer into the Callista.
Take away the Vi.
They're going to take away the Vi instead.
So
all
Ashe.
AD carries are
They're going to pick
available.
Callista with Ashe open? Are they mental?
You can just go for the Ashe themselves.
Ashe is a really good response
What?
into the Callista.
They can
always
get
an
Ashe
annoying
Rumble.
fight, so that's one that
Oh my
T1
god,
will
this is going to
also
be hard. I mean, they get
coming into
Kalista
this.
Renata though.
Now, will they immediately pair
They will
it,
get Kalista
you know,
Renata.
with like a Renata or something like that? Or are
But
they
I
gonna
can
try
see
and
like an
grab,
Ashe Rumble
their jungle
Ari comp
first?
coming out into this Kalista. They could
The
even
Ashe
go
is the
Poppy,
option
jungle,
for
Poppy
BLG,
support
isn't it? What are they
flex.
gonna pair alongside it is the question. We will see if they decide to go towards their jungle or whether you are looking at something like the Renata to make sure that T1 can't have the Kalista Renata bottom
I think
side.
if the BLG denies the Renata here, T1 will go Nico.
Well, in my head, I was thinking maybe the Rumble is also a strong possibility.
Ashe
Albeit
Rumble, yeah.
We've seen
Insanely
it
OP.
prioritized heavily, and it looks like that's
So what do
the
they do
direction
here?
they're gonna
Renata
go in.
Gnar?
So he's going to continue with this power pick on the top side of the map. He's found a lot of success with it over the last year. We saw it introduced last year, but now that means the Renata is available for carrier. We often see him play towards the AD carry.
I'm a
that
bit scared of
usually
Knights
has
playing
locked in.
Ari or
His-
Ari on 3.
we talked about it in the previous game,
Actually,
carrier
Gnar
loves
blind is
to
so
roam
hard.
mid
This is the
Kobe.
problem.
On this
Because of
champion,
Sylas,
he
they take the
especially
Sylas.
loves to roam mid.
And
Okay.
so there we go. They are stealing away.
So they're
the
dropping
Sylas.
Zeus, but they're
They
denying the
get it
Sylas.
in
If they
the
blind
hands
the
of
Gnar, then they get
Knight, what do
Sylas
you
on 3
have?
here, BLG, and it's a horror.
I mean,
Always look towards
So
the
he
Ari.
has the Sylas. Oh, is he going to go Galio into it? No way.
Okay, so if they do Galio,
It's a Kindred game potentially.
exactly.
Yeah, it could be a Kindred game for sure if they go
He
Galio.
just keeps getting Skarner.
But I doubt they're going... Wow, they are going Galio. I guess it's a flex, but
Those are very far down
not that much of a
the
flex. They're going Galio, so I think Kindred ban for T1 is a must.
Well, it looks like a Kindred came to us, so we might just take that
Kindred
away.
ban for sure.
just
I think
makes kind of sense here
Rakan...
'cause
Do
they
I
have
think
double
Rakan ban?
AP with
I
Galio
think
and
On's
Rumble,
Rakan is
and
one of
when
his
you're
best
playing
champs,
Kindred,
and
you
it does
always
give
want
them a
some setup
lot
with
of
a mid laner like
engage.
Galio. So
I like
maybe
the swap up
T1
of taking
will
the
ban
Sylas.
away.
God, that trophy
I
is
don't wanna be
glowing.
not. He could still just
They
play like
still
Xin
ban the
Zhao.
Gnar. Yeah, makes sense, obviously, because the Sylas is denied.
Rumble goes bot lane, and then there's still a counter pick top
What else
of
could
the
you ban
mid.
here? What's a
But now we'll
jungler that's
assume that it's
annoying
on
or a
the
top
side of the
laner?
map, given
You
that we're
could
seeing
take a
these top lane
Cassante ban
bans
or a
go through.
Camille ban,
Gnar
but
can be taken away, and there's the
actually, they
Kindred.
could
So
go
it seems that
Camille
T1 had the same
on
read that we
4-5.
did. I wonder if
with
Sylas
Sylas taking Galio ult. It does make
something like that
Ashe's life
But,
pretty
see
horrendous.
what direction that
They take the
BLG
Sejuani out, fair
now
enough.
go, because they're going to need a little bit more damage to
One
come
of the
through from jungle.
AD
They do,
carry
of course, have
junglers could
Elk, and
play
they
with
have all these
Galio.
high damage threats, with the Sejuani
Maybe
taken away.
Xin Zhao I would ban.
The pool in the
I think
jungle
Xin Zhao
is
would be a
getting
little
much
bit
narrower.
annoying.
Could always go towards the Xin Zhao, as you said, Kobe. It's
Yeah.
a possibility. Let's see if T1 decide to ban that away. Alongside that, you have the fringe picks like the Graves.
Ah, yeah,
even the,
Wukong is a good one.
Poppy a possibility as well.
I mean, Poppy into
I think
Sylas and
Rel Nico is okay.
Both pretty good
Plus
things
Xin
to shut
Zhao, I
down
think
here.
their comp rounds out
Couple of
pretty
options
good.
to hide.
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing about the Poppy is you
Yeah.
can flex it as well, but Jun, taking his time.
What does
thinking
T1
about what
do here?
jungle direction he wants to go, and it's going to be locked in for the Xin
What do you
Zhao.
do?
So
Do you take the
I think
Camille or
Galio plus Xin is a
Cassante?
great combo. You
Is there a
have that
better
utility
AD
in the
top
mid lane
laner than
provided by the
Camille
carry threat
Cassante
that
here?
Xin Zhao provides,
Maybe like
and
Olaf?
an easy
Nah.
engage tool to follow up on any Ashe arrow that connects.
Zin's
gonna go
ultimate is
Ornn.
just
He's gonna
so
pick a
good
tank.
for those team fights as well. They have a
Wow.
lot of
That is
synergy
very
here
surprising.
that they could combine. Now on
Seeing
the side
Zeus
of
pick a
T1,
tank.
though, the pairing with
I
the
wonder if they're going
Kalista,
Jarvan
you
as
do
well.
get the,
Nocturne,
Ornn
wow.
lock-in
Oh
for
my
this.
god, T1.
Okay, T1 is responding.
I think
with
Tom
some
Kench
team
on
fighting
5
of
for
their own.
BLG
It's
is
also
pretty
very
strong
long
here.
range. Ornn Burn ultimates, Nocturne global here.
But it's obviously like a really hard lane. Tam Kenshin to Renata is horrendous, but how do you stop the dive? We have Galio already. The Galio gets hurt by the Nocturne. The Rakan, yeah. On Rakan. Alright, chat, I'm going to run ads. If you want to avoid ads, you can use a tier 1 or a Twitch Prime. You don't have to sub if you don't want to. You'll be back before the game starts. We're just going to be talking about draft while you're in the ads, and you won't miss any of the game. Wow, BLG's comp is fucking scary. Rare Sally, man!
Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited editions while they last.
that wants to win lane and get kills in skirmish. They have Silas Nocturne, where one wants to fight a lot and Nocturne wants to farm till 6, and then they have Ornn. Zeus is on Ornn duty in the finals. I would never have guessed that. I would never guess that he's on Ornn duty in the finals.
BLG just came out swinging. A phenomenal performance from them straight from
I would favor BLG here again.
I have to imagine they've adapted. Their draft is very different. Their bot side
I like BLG's draft a lot.
Faking out on an AP damage threat, and it's going to have a lot of agency with the Silas to steal away Ash Arrow, Galio ultimate, along with the Rumble Red Carpet.
They have insane engage, they have good disengage, they have insane follow-up. I think the only problem that BLG has in their comp is they have double AP solo laners. Into Silas could be a bit tricky to play the side lanes, but also their actual engage is not that good. Like their actual engage is Rakan. It's Rakan with a Galio ult and an Ash Arrow. But against Nocturne, that's really hard to pull off. If you Ash Arrow someone, or you Rakan flash engage and Nocturne ults, it interrupts all your follow-up. So I think that interaction might be tricky for BLG to pull off a clean engage. Here we go.
Up one game already on
Here we go.
T1.
For BLG as well, it was a team that was, when it was
He's picked Ornn into Rumble. And you wouldn't really want to lane swap here as T1 because you're playing Kalista Renata into Rakan.
Incredible roster of 5 superstars, but the addition of
You really want to play the 2v2 bot.
They were looking at a team that would
You really want to play the 2v2 bot.
into a super team, and that's exactly what they've done, as you say, with the addition of Knight this year.
Bro, they have onto the biggest stage with the entire.
Oh my god, the level 1 is insane for BLG. No flash on Renata, it's massive. He's going to lose flash as well here, Guma. Elk's trying to flash the slow with the heal.
Guma's dead again! He's dead again in the exact same spot to the exact same champ in the exact same series. He dies to Ash, level 1 again. They've lost all their summoners on Kalista Renata. All of them. All the summoners are gone. They have to lane swap. Look at them.
And T1, they were just trying to get
T1 has to lane swap away from Rakan with Kalista Renata because they have no sums. Wow. It's a horrendous start for T1 again. Horrendous.
Forward so he can get the slows onto Guma, and it's enough. They get both his summoner spells. I mean, a lot of summoner spells were also used offensively by BLG, but it is still going to be the lane swap after the first blood here. T1 will go topside.
Horrendous start.
Yushi and Kerry are trying to get away from the power of Elkin on. Obviously, Ornn good in lane swaps as well, can absorb a lot of pressure, pretty tanky.
You're such a rat, Zeus. He got the XP though, worth, but now he cannot stay. See you later, buddy.
90 HP.
And Zeus couldn't get the timing there. He's trying to get in range for experience on those minions.
Got the XP.
Takes a lot of damage.
Oh my god, Bins. It's a lane swap, so he's level 1 ganking mid. Good damage onto Faker. Wow, T1 look a little bit all over the place here. BLG look perfectly coordinated.
Now will catch this wave as it crashes towards his tower.
Then making a beeline towards the bot lane. I mean, I really think they need to set up.
Don't remember, in the best of 1, T1 won against BLG in the Swiss stage.
You'll notice Shun still on the top side of the map, pathing towards his bot side. Typically, you'd see this split map situation, but both junglers have had
access not ideal to play the split map for T1. It's not the worst because Ornn can kind of be quite tanky in the lane swap, right? And Rumble's a bit easier to dive, but Zeus is level 1. He's going to get level 2 in 1 melee, but he's quite easy to dive. He should take W, I think, second. And then he can W the Rakan W, and then maybe play E on a knock-up to try and trade 1-for-1. Here it comes. Here's the knock-up. He W's early. He flashes early, but he gets the knock-up on the... Oh, and he's going to trade 1! There's my rat! There's my rat! Well played by Zeus. I thought he W'd too early, but he tried to W the Xin Zhao Q3. That's the power of the Ornn in the lane swap. The good news is the Ornn's pretty tanky on the tower. The bad news is you can't punish the Ash Rakan with Kalista Renata in lane. Well played by Zeus. I feel like Zeus is the only one who's really made plays for T1 this series so far, even though we're only in game 2 in the early stages. But
his level now on the Rumble before getting chased out.
They're overstaying to try and stop them from getting into the tower.
Oh,
they're TPing behind them. Handshake misses. Double knock-up is free here for Ornn. No flash. There it is. Guma's dead. Insane play by... Oh, he has to bail out, though. Wait, Guma's alive! How is that rat alive? Owner with the fear. Does he have it? The auto attack. He saves the fear. He gets Rakan W. Bean has no flash.
The chain connects. Faker gets a kill. T1 get 3 in their back.
They're so back. Faker TP's mid to push out this wave quick because it's a fucking horror wave. It's a fucking horror wave.
Yeah, look at this.
Wow, what a good save. Look at Faker. He abandons his mid wave. He could have pushed out his wave here and got a good wave state. Fuck it. Fuck the wave. Runs instantly to top. Owner, level 3 right behind them. Good timing by Faker. He saves Keria. Look at Keria. I think he's pretty fucked here if Rumble gets another E. But Faker comes in to block. Gets the kill. Owner saved the fear to get Rakan W away. And T1 answer back. Huge answer back by T1.
Beautifully played by him. And T1 find themselves with the kill lead here in game 2. This is what we wanted to see. Not going down without a fight. Gumiyushi not able to secure any of those early kills, but Faker and Owner in a prime position.
Keria Renata is
such
an insane
so
pick.
heavily about this Renata as a possibility for Keria. You can see not only the handshake, but also the bailout doing so much work when you have the map split like this. Alongside that, the hostile takeover just stops any team from really being able to
Caster's
dive
louder.
you
Yeah, I
as
got
the
it.
game goes on. Keria is absolutely sublime on this pick.
Now we've got 35 seconds
Nice
until the
handshake.
gloves spawn. You'll notice that Elk has
Bin has no
chosen to
flash.
reset,
T1
making their
could
way back
play
out
the
towards
dive
mid,
if they want.
where On is already there. There is an experience advantage in favor of the T1 support, but Elk already ticking over to level 5 as Knight has actually moved down towards bot lane. No TP available for Knight or Zeus means they can't really get involved. And I wonder how impactful that's going to be, because do you really want to try and fight a Xin Zhao this early on over the grubs? But T1 do have a lot of pressure on the top
He
side.
can die on the dive. Rakan has to
Knight
cover.
Moving up the river now already on the Galio, transitioning over to the objective. Shun has the brush.
Shadan,
No
40
W
seconds
will hit
behind
there
on the
on
delay. I'm
Keria,
trying to
though,
fix the
for
volume
both.
for you, don't worry.
Very close level 6 for both Knight and Faker. Those are going to be crucial levels.
Yeah,
for the
Faker's
upcoming
really
fight.
far
Tip
behind
now
in minions,
for
but you
Knight
can
and
excuse
Elk
him
as
for
well.
it. He would never have this kill, and Keria would be dead if he would be ahead in CS right now. Grub's fight is massive. Faker's not level 6 though. He got level 6 on the wave. One for Owner is big.
Handshake pulls on back, but he
W away from
can't
Rakan means the fight is kind of over.
W, and he'll manage to get to the relative safety of this top lane tri-bush.
T1 get 3 grubs.
For their own, as they force
And they have Ornn Nocturne. These two champions are very powerful.
Level 6 on that Ornn.
Think about this, chat.
Big Ornn ultimate coming through. BLG
The
don't
way
want any
T1's
part
fight
of
could
that.
work is
It's
they
gonna
can
be the one
Ornn
of the
ult,
kind of
Nocturne ult.
hangover effects
Ash
of
is
the lane
up against
swap
an
is that
Ornn ult
Bin
flying towards her
is
and a
gonna be
Nocturne and a
down in
Rumble ult
experience
from the
here
Sylas.
in the 1v1 if they do matchup, but they see
Oh,
that.
they got spotted on the play.
almost out of vision, but they
Nice
do
movement
get
by the Rat.
spotted. You can see On trying to dance in.
Nice
there.
knock up onto On. The chain CC, is it enough?
He knows
It's
T1
not.
can continue to advance. Keria holding the handshake there to get rid of that.
Can you hear the LCK co-streamers next to me? They're going crazy.
Ready to leap in at a moment's notice. No TP available for Bin. Bear in mind, he's still only
Nice
level
cancel on the
4.
base. They have a level 6 Nocturne. They have a level 6 Ornn.
With Zeus
If
having
you
the
stand to this
ultimate
tower,
available,
it's going to
the
hurt.
dive
Is Zeus
a
going to
real
build mana
possibility.
here, or is he just going to
Faker
complete his
keeping
item?
pressure up in mid lane, about to take
Now,
over
do they
the
call the
seven.
dive? It's a hard dive. BLG are covering this perfectly. T1 don't have the info to call the dive. They spot out Knight and On now.
Yeah, I think it's a good defense there from BLG.
Really good defense
They
from
make the call,
BLG.
They sacrifice bottom
Really, really
lane.
good defense.
It's okay. Bin rotate over towards mid, catch that wave, so he can safely get some experience while the rest of BLG trying to defend on the top tower.
Alista's going to be level
The
6
big
soon.
wave on bottom side is going to
The
crash
dive's
on
going to
bot
be
soon,
even
though.
more
Let's go.
powerful with
Bin
the...
has
She's
to
low
go.
on mana though. I
That
think
leaves
they're going to have to
room
back.
for Faker roam up top.
I think
Now
T1's
they
going
can
to have to
guarantee
back here.
numbers advantage, and they can set the
They
sights on
can't
the
play
tower.
it. They're going to have to run away.
Do T1
Okay, they think they can play it.
pull the trigger? Do they go for the fight? Zeus was trying to hold the wave. They couldn't quite do
I
it.
don't know,
BLG
this is
had
risky.
enough numbers to force him away. The equalizer.
The equalizer for Faker was... This is really risky from T1.
Unlocked up for the moment as Faker looks for that.
Bin doesn't have TP for 10 seconds. I wonder if they know that.
Gumiyushi pushing through the wave.
Ornn ult, Nocturne ult, gets cancelled on it. Zeus is fucked here. Flashes out. Keria repositions. Oh, big knockup by Zeus. The Galio ult's huge, but it gets interrupted. It gets interrupted. Bin's on TP's not up yet. Double kill for Guma. On's out. How the fuck did they play that? How did they play that? Is the Zin's out dead as well? Bin needs to TP now. He needs to TP now if he wants to stand a chance.
T1 is sticking around. The TP will.
Are they calling this T1? Are they ill? It's Guma's dead. Guma's dead. But it's
What a play! How did they pull that off?
What?
Zeus got cancelled on the ult because of the Ash Arrow. Rumble ult was used early by Faker.
He's just running around the map trying to keep
They
up with
forced
T1.
that so
the
hard.
That Faker kept in the
And
mid
it
lane,
worked.
the fact that Zeus had already ticked over to level 6 and they were bleeding so much.
Look at this Ash Arrow, cancels Zeus, Owner goes onto Xin, but the fear disconnects and then a big taunt, Owner spell shields it, knock up onto 2. Rakan W. Oh, it's the Kalista ult to interrupt from the Renata knockup, stops the Galio ult. So T1 between towers dives them 5v4 and it works.
To the rest of the team.
Even though they're low mana on Kalista.
Follow, and then the repeat on
Yeah,
the
Guma's
dive
positioning here just kind of sucks. He gets the kill, but there's not much he can do there.
It's only going to be Guma, the sacrifice on the other
Well
side.
played.
Him not having
Really well played by T1. That's a tough dive to pull off and
I
execute.
want to keep track of the experience
Insane.
and the levels that people
Oh, the
find
crowd is
themselves
nuts.
at, because right now I feel like T1 have a big advantage. Level 7 on the top side, so Bin has been able to catch up. In the mid lane, Knight has also been able to close that gap.
Zeus gave up a lot of minions to make the top dive happen. Faker gave up a lot of minions to make the top play a winning play. T1 on farming on the solo lanes. They're fighting.
You can see big advantages on the side of T1 thanks to these early kills.
Drake's up. T1 not in the best spot. I mean, they are in a good spot to fight this Drake, you know. Nocturnal's up, Sylas has TP, Rumble has no TP. They could 5v4 the Dragon with Ornult in 10 seconds. But it looks like they're going to set up for the grubs instead. They want to make sure that... Ooh, the Rumble top hurts a bit.
And it should be T1.
Yeah, drop the Drake, get 6 grubs. It makes sense, right? You're playing Sylas against double AP mid, top mid.
They're just trying to pick up Dragon right
Double
now.
AP solo laners. Sylas should be able to murder side lanes with 6 grubs. Now BLG have the option of crossing here and fighting. But without Rumble ult, I think they can't. Even though Kalista has no flash, they're just going to have to give this. Someone needs to catch bot. Zeus is a little bit late to bot, but Sylas is sitting top tower. Yeah, I think T1 wins this play. 6 grubs is really nasty.
And they're looking to make it 6.
Yeah, Bin uses the Rumble ultimate.
Galio's doing what? No damage to that tower. He gets a plate. He has no grubs.
This with some tower plate money here onto the side of
now they're going to let Faker lane top with Guma.
Grubs though for this T1
what the fuck is T1 doing? They're 3-man laning top for First Blood tower.
If they are able to open up the map with the
it's because they want to dive.
You have a lot of long range,
but Nocturne's not there yet. They're calling the arrow. Onto Guma has the cleanse. He might have to use it a bit late. Yeah. He was just testing the waters there, just checking if they walk up. They can't get top tower, but they're funneling gold into Owner, who's hitting mid tower by himself as Nocturne.
I mean, right now T1 is playing a very heavy 4-1 style.
Wow, T1's not playing in bot lane. They've cleared 2 bot waves in the last 5 minutes.
They do. BLG is losing a little bit more on the map. Owner
the pressure they're putting is nuts.
It's another plate in the mid lane. And T1, they're not going to alleviate.
They're distracting BLG. They're going for a top lane. Nope, Nocturne's taking place mid. They're going for mid tower. Nope, they're going to go for top tower. They're going to go for top tower. Nope, they're actually going to go for bot tower in the next 30 seconds.
Creates this space that
they're using like
objective secure
distraction
I'd also say that sort of
to pull BLG to different points of the map.
Do, jump at him, he just handshakes you out of your jump, and you can never really find the engage. So you have to find flanks, obviously.
And then by the time you overcommit on one side, Nocturnal gets popped and you're being dove. So it's really hard for BLG to play the game.
Well in control.
The Galio ult can't cover in darkness.
Now
they're going to play really hard on bot tower.
Going for their resets at the moment. The outer tower on top
and now
side
I wonder if they
could
use this bot pressure to try and get a mid tower
there and then transition over towards that mid lane. Currently, though, they actually send Guma and Keria back down bottom.
I wonder what Zeus does. Does Zeus literally push top, move mid, Faker pushes mid, moves bot, and then the point of distraction is that Zeus gets plates on mid tower. Is that what's going to happen? Keria getting caught a bit early here. So watch the moves on the map by T1. Keria, bro, he's a psycho. There's no TP wards behind them. Zeus is going to push another wave top, and then I think they're going to start to shift down.
But you see the confidence the Keria has? Happy to face check in a situation like that.
Keria plays with so much confidence. I talked about this the other day. He is a psychopath on this Renata. He plays like he's a 6-side Morn. He has Kalista ults granted, but they can burn that pretty easily if they wanted to.
We are going to get the early push on top side for Zeus.
I think they need to get Faker a base. He's sitting very close to his proto belt.
What play can they create
but
with it?
I think Faker is moving bot to use the Rumble ult to chunk the Ash, but
not even going for the
they can't get this shift T1. They really want to shift down. It's not working. They might just play a Herald.
The Nocturne kind of shadowed there with Faker Sylas, making the roams, threatening down to the side. And the Hawk shot cooldown is very important for BLG.
They didn't get any TP wards behind them either.
Play before it happens.
It certainly is. The Herald likely going to be the next big point of contention. The
Now
reset
T1 has two options. One, base. Yeah, they're going to go Herald. So yeah, Kalista will run out mid, Sylas takes over bot.
The Scry's Bloom going to be popped by Bin to spot on any vision, but none has actually been laid down just yet. Carrier's just replenished his stock of wards.
All right, here we go.
Meanwhile, BLG, heavy investment on the bot
Herald
side.
fight should be free. BLG have two options. Option 1, fight the Herald. Option 2, fight the Herald. There's not much else to do. There's no cross map.
Jhin knows that the objective has started off.
Knight has
And the
TP
bot
on
lane
top
of
wave.
BLG now regrouping with the rest of the team.
T1's giving up so many waves. They gave up half of this mid wave to get on Herald early. Where's Faker's TP?
In this game, Ona did start up.
Knight's going to be late.
Patience is going to run out.
Whoa, T1 pulled it away. They're scared.
The for now.
And in payment for that,
A cross map is opening up though. Knights will start to get bot push. They could move to bot here, BLG.
As you can see in the MasterCard lane.
I don't think it's worth it though. Giving up this Herald is nightmare territory.
In game one, it was only Gumayushi who I think had a 40 gold lead, the only speck of blue on there. Now is T1 across the board, having leads apart from Bin in that top
That
side.
Galio
Faker
is
trading
so
here, taking it
tanky.
down to half HP. Meanwhile, across towards the Rift Herald, that handshake from Carrier going wide.
I think Faker might need to get a base off before he TP's in here.
Knight goes in with the Justice Punch, Carrier down at half HP. BLG going to get the advance through the mid
I think
lane.
they both want to
Faker
take a
and
base
Knight
before they TP in
unable to
here.
do
It's
much
just a
more
stand
than
down.
slap each
It's kind of like the
other
Cowboys are looking at
No
each other
one
with
is
guns.
going
Who
to
wants to
fall
pull the
in
trigger
that bot lane
first?
for now.
The Ash Arrow is what you need to look at. Ash Arrow into Rumble for T1. It's definitely a Nocturnal. Oh, On's kind of court. He'll get chunked.
Handshake's going to have to grand entrance his way.
They need Faker on the group, I think, T1. This is too hard to crack. I think Faker needs to stop fucking around in bottom base and TP in. It's so hard for them to enter.
Slow his advance in that bot side, but with wave pushed in, he now has the opportunity to
There it
back
is.
into fog of war.
He's
And then
TPing
TP
without
to the
basing.
fight. T1
What?
looking for a bit of a battle around this Rift Herald.
Is he
Question is,
mental?
will
Why didn't he
BLG
recall?
acquiesce to
Wait,
their
this is
request
actually a
to
bad
take
spot for
towards
T1.
this
Why didn't he
top
base?
side?
And it looks like they're going to go for the recall first.
This Sylas is weak. Why didn't he's basing now? Oh, Faker made a mistake there on the TP. He should have based before he TP'd here. He's going to call them to... Aye, Faker.
So he's at half HP.
Also, when you use Rakan ult, now Faker's caught. He's dead. Oh, he got knocked over the wall by Xin Zhao. Triple knock, triple hostile, triple knock. Here it is for T1 into the charm. What a monster fight by Zeus. Who was that? Who was that? The Xin Zhao ult saved Faker.
It's just a bloody brilliant.
How did they win that? How did they win that? How did they win that?
Jhin goes in,
What?
knocks Faker over the wall, but then
Should knocked Faker back, but who got those knock-ups? It was knock-up into charm into knock-up into hostile takeover or some shit.
With the Ornn and Renata there.
What on earth was that?
T1 will claim that Rift Herald in the aftermath as well, but look at the initiation. So On is originally going on.
I think it must be
Carrier and Faker
Kalista
wanting
ult.
mana, but Zeus
Oh,
gets it.
Ornn ult, Kalista ult, hostile takeover, knock-up by the Ornn flash QE. And then Faker with the charm as well. All three of them just murdered. They can't get anything off. Insane wombo from T1.
Gumayushi also threw care of the knockup as well. It was knockup and a knockup
Wow.
and ulti into
Great
just
team fight.
a great
That
wombo
nets them the
combo.
Herald. That should open up the game because they
This
can
is the
Herald mid
T1
into Drake
and
now,
their
T1.
ability to find each place. They didn't have that in game one, but in game two,
Here it comes.
they are finding them plenty now with a 4K gold lead 17 minutes in.
It's the power of the paranoia as well. Like, BLG are just advancing into darkness. Like, okay, we got Faker, but you're so far away, I can't even see you anymore. I don't know how to follow up. And then T1 just throw everything into the mix.
surprised they don't Herald
And now
mid.
they are looking for their first dragon of the game. A 5,000 gold lead over BLG.
I guess they don't need it.
Very similar to
Looks
how
pretty easy,
far
Drake.
ahead BLG were in game one, although obviously T1 have yet to
And now they're
take
going
all
to
of the
four-man
towers
lane bot
we
while
saw
Sylas
BLG
pushes mid, and then
manage to
Ornn can
Becomes
TP
pretty
top to cover.
problematic for,
And then
BLG
move down
on
after
those
TPing
sides.
top to
And so
Herald mid, I
T1,
guess.
they're just going to force down the
Wow.
dragon, immediately rotate everybody over
The way
to
T1
this
cracks,
outer
T1
tower.
cracks these tier ones is fucking
Wait,
nuts.
lying in the fog of war. If anyone from BLG steps up, have to be a little bit careful there. So sacrifice the tower initially.
He could
and then,
TP
as
top
you
here,
said,
Zeus, if
they
he
have
wants.
the
Nope,
Rift
Faker
Herald
just going to
still
move top.
in pocket
Wow.
that they can then use for the mid tower.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to deep push out this bot wave to kind of keep Knight
Easy.
on the map.
They
a
don't
little
lose
bit longer.
TP.
The resets can now come through.
They
can
catch
reset
all
back
waves
down
and they get a
into
free
mid.
tower.
It's an easy setup and an easy siege thanks to the Ornn ultimate.
Well, I'd be
they
careful
can
here,
use to
Bean.
zone them
You
away
do
from
not
the
win
tower.
that.
Faker going to catch that mid top wave. Going to look to reset as well. And look, here comes the resets through into mid. In fact,
I
they don't
wonder if
even bother
Faker
basing,
bases
they
and
actually
arrows
just make a
mid from
beeline
base
towards
and
that
hits
lane.
Ash.
Now they set their sights on the mid tier 1.
Yeah, BLG have to be so careful.
I think
when
an
they're
arrow
collecting
here
these
onto
waves.
Elk for
Look at
Faker is
Knight and
pretty
Bin
good.
collecting
There it is! Here he
waves pretty
comes!
far back at towers. Arrow from down.
Straight into the head! Can they follow up?
But he should be able to survive this, especially with Jhin coming in from the
No.
side. We'll take a spear to the back. for his time in the mid lane, but T1 just used the fact they've stunned out Elk to take down that mid tier 1.
And look, Knight can't actually afford to push out that bot wave, even though he knows that the play is happening in mid. If he overextends, the thing that Kobe's been talking so much about is the threat of the side lane.
Faker wins that, I think, pretty hard, but Shun's coming.
For a bit of a scrap.
Realizing he doesn't really have the manpower here to back him up, the arrow going wide.
But he's crucially drawing Nemesis to the top side, and now the bot lane play becomes an option for BLG. They have the push in mid, they have another wave that they can catch on bot.
Yeah, open up bot tier 2 with Herald, they still have it.
And if Knight overstays, there's the threat of a dive.
Both these teams so good when getting ahead, and we're seeing it here from the opposite side. T1 in game number 2 with 6 grubs, remember how quickly they can take these towers. They're just going to siege up at this turret, try and spawn
How
those
can they
grubs,
zone them off the
and
tower, though? They
rotate
didn't use
Faker
Herald.
down
They can't
after
really push
pushing
Oh,
them off the
top
tower.
side. Again, you see
Is it
mid
distraction
having to
again? Are they going to
collect
Herald
those
mid now?
minions
Oh, it
at the
is!
tower, and it's always
So they
the
pull
first
you
move
bots,
there
but
for
I mean,
T1.
Faker's really late
Again,
to
the
pushing the
power
wave, so it's not like they're
doctrine
late
here
to mid.
lurking in the jungle means that BLG constantly have to defend that tower.
Unless they Ornult here, it's pretty hard to do anything unless they Ornult.
Ride that one into the tower, and they're going for the dive.
He hits Elk.
Locked up towards the top
Yeah,
side,
still
but
hard to
did
do
charge
anything.
in. Half the tower has been a loss, but BLG able to hold
Not
on
bad.
to the rest
They have a
of it
2-item
for now.
Callista, right? So
that's
it
an
makes
example
sense to
of what
just
we talked
force
about
really
before.
hard.
So just using it as a zoning tool. I got a bit ahead of myself, expecting there to be a full-on dive. T1 going to show a lot more respect than that. But what I was trying to say earlier is that it's not the 4-man stack you've got to keep an eye on when it comes to T1. It's actually just the individual sitting on a side lane, whether it be Guma, Owner, Faker,
Yeah, these
or
grubs
Zeus.
hurt.
They'll just push out that extra wave to get it deep, force BLG to both respond to the 2 pushing waves, and then that extra member comes and pushes in that 3rd one to then catch you off guard and then get away on this chip damage on the tower.
And the 6 grubs is so nice for them.
So powerful.
When they're constantly rotating between these towers,
Yeah.
even though T1 have a very short range.
It's a bit hard though. I think the
composition,
game slows
it
down
is
a bit
kinda
now.
go
It's unless
up
T1
in the
can
range,
like
spawn
hard
their little
force on
grub
Ashe in mid
fights,
with Nocturne.
and get little bits of
Look at how
chip
far
damage
back
on
Elk
those
will stand
towers.
on mid wave though. He'll
Meanwhile,
stand near the tier
trying
2.
desperately to
He
get
should be
the
safe.
first
Knight
step
is
of a
really
play,
hard to collapse
the
on
early
side as
vision,
well.
the advanced warning, the
So I
extra
think the game might
information
slow down.
for
To be honest,
BLG to
T1's
try and
best
craft
options
the
are
comeback.
A,
Yeah, I mean, crucially,
force a
BLG
Baron and be
have
degenerates,
potentials to find
or
pick.
B, I think
Ashe
they
Arrow
can
is
easily
famous
kill
for
Bin.
catching you off guard.
The way the game
And
can
that's
work
ultimately
here is
what
you can
they're
have top and
looking
mid
for,
push,
why that highlight
with
was so
Elk
good,
being
Kobe,
scared on
because
mid wave. I
Ornn's
think
vision
Owner can
is gonna
free
be
up time and
crucial
just go onto
to allow
Bin
them
so
to
they can
find
open up a top
T1
bot
agree
tier
with
2.
both of you.
Like I think
5
Owner can base here, open bots, go onto Rumble and try and get a tier 2 bot.
Putting as much darkness on this map as they
I think
can
they
for
can
BLG.
use the
They
top
realize
pressure against
the only way
BLG. It's the
really
only
get
really
back
best
into this
option they have,
game
I think.
is by finding a few of those picks, a few of those team fights where they have a numbers advantage, and by stopping them having vision anywhere, they're stopping them having that advantage.
It is something
Everything
that
else is a bit too
T1
tricky.
have shown so much success at this tournament. Just denying your opponents a vision and then making picks, making these plays, being
Drakes
very
in a minute
quick,
though. They can stack
in
Drakes.
their active thinking.
But it's
there.
T1,
So,
and I've watched
step number
enough
1
T1
accomplished.
to know
Step number 2
that they will force this
Try
Baron.
and draw out BLG.
They
into
will
the
force it.
dangerous open area.
It's
of
gonna
the
happen.
map. Dragon will
100%.
arrive shortly, of which they can try and utilize.
Whether it's
that,
now,
but once again, you see T1
during the Drake
first on the
spawn,
side waves,
or a
pushing
couple
those
minutes
ones
after the
in,
Drake spawn, it's
and they
happening.
have
That
their
bot,
double
that dragon is,
teleport
that Baron
ready,
is getting
plus
forced
knock
with Callista.
ultimate.
Again, the side waves are so annoying for BLG now.
And
It's constantly
T1
catching and
are a
catching
very
and catching,
ballsy team.
And it's T1 that always get that
Even if you
push down
rumble
into
them,
mid.
they'll
Holding
just
this
keep
mid
hitting
tier
it.
1 is so
It's not
valuable
like
as
you can
well.
use spells to force them
Dragon,
off.
20
Oftentimes you can like
seconds.
throw a Ziggs ult or a Rumble ult and they'll
course,
stop doing Baron.
threat of assault.
T1 will just keep hitting it.
Not quite there yet for either side. T1 set their sights on the enemy camps. And they're looking to suffocate BLG out from more.
All right, BLG.
Oh, the flank.
Wait, who's behind them? It's Zeus!
He's got behind them here, brings the
Oh my god, straight onto Elk! Caught on midwave!
Everyone's out to get you, Elk.
Caught on midwave. Guma, he could pop the ult here. Faker sending it. Oh my god, he's going. Maybe a bit deep here by T1.
From Knight just to defend.
They can just turn to a free dragon here. That's the problem if you walk up as Ashe on midwave. Ornult, Nocturnal, bang! Everything lands on your head.
Step out onto the map, out in front of any of your towers.
It's really scary to play against.
T1 close the trap shut. They get their extra kill.
Elk doesn't even use a summoner spell, and I understand why. Like, what's the point?
He's like,
When
yep, you got me.
And he'd rather save it for the upcoming fight. He knows that there's still Wastelands come back into
Faker?
the game. Knight, I think, is a
Yes,
little
no
too
damage
tanky
onto that-
to fall
onto that
to this little
Galio.
skirmish in the mid lane. But it all comes back to what you gentlemen were talking about earlier, the denial
Now, what
of
happened there,
vision,
chat, apart
creating
from
this
Ashe
fog
dying and them
of
getting
war that is ever present
Push outs and
on the
Drake.
side of BLG.
BLG at this
Xin Zhao
point
has
just
no
kind of
flash,
have to
and he's playing
cobble
against
together
T1.
as much gold as they
I can
can
tell you
off
for
the
a
map
fact that they're going to
and
start the
try
Baron
and
after
create
this
at least some
Renata
more
reset and
power
Ornn
spikes
pushed
here,
out a bit
hopefully
bot.
for Knight to
They're
get
going to
his
force
second,
on this Xin Zhao.
and then try and rely
That'll be their best
on some
option,
magnificent
100%.
Team fighting. It's going to be so difficult versus
Oh,
T1
Faker has red
though.
buff.
Again, Faker here.
Oh, he needs to be careful here. Look at Rakan and Xin Zhao.
Going to chip away at Knight. Knight, as you say, very tanky.
He has a
that
tower
Bramble
behind him,
Vest
though.
as well to try and reduce a little bit of the heal.
Oh, he eat.
Coming out from
Oh, the arrow.
T1,
He has to flash
the
it.
arrow comes
No,
down.
Oh, I think he's maybe dead here.
Faker
He has Protobelt though. Nice, mega fine. The aura is crazy with Nocturne ult.
Realizes they don't want to advance any further. Don't have the vision around.
Alright, they have everything they need now, T1. Terminus, Kalista, bot push. They have top push. Ash, no arrow. Xin Zhao, no flash.
Global.
Let's see the magic.
Debuff that we've all known him to have.
Him and Teemo, the two.
Yeah, VLG not going to be baited in. Or
Oh,
they're overstaying. This is a tempo trap here.
Been trading with Zeus. Quickness coming out as they look
Tempo
to
trap.
They find Faker.
But Faker takes his Xin Zhao ult, and he lives through all the damage. Ash flashes out. Xin Zhao can't kill Faker. He has the W. Bailout. Already used. TP in. Zeus is basing. He got Bin's flash. That must be Galio. He doesn't have any damage. That's a full tank. The game's done. The game's over. Faker can maybe live here with the W. He goes back in with the E. Flashes out. Knight. Flash auto. Can't find it. Triple kill for Guma. Death Baron for T1. Wow.
His team is
The Rumble ult onto the Ornn ult onto Rumble stopped Bin from being able to join this. Zeus just all in Bin. He couldn't help them. They didn't have the damage. He took the Xin Zhao ult and knocked them back. EGB's top there. Zeus said top tier 2.
It's just the one player that is so hard to catch, and that is not because he is an individual makes these crazy outplays. It's because his team is so quick to respond.
That's not Faker they're going for. That's ZOFGK they're going for. The fucking army arrives, man. Takes the Xin Zhao ult, knocks them back. Here come the boys. Zeus all in to Rumble off screen.
And then the turnaround, and Faker crucially sticks around.
This motherfucker goes back in onto Knight. Oh, the Mikhails was gorgeous by Keria.
T1 turn the play around, and they
Wow.
hand a triple kill over to Gumayushi.
Wow. We got a series on our hands now because this is a T1 win. I can tell you that for a fact.
The Baron buff.
This should be a solidified T1 win with their champs.
These towers, they just
Insane scaling. They should have all 6 altars after this bot tier 2 falls. A little bit far away from a Draco Incon, but
the response in game
I don't think BLG has the scaling to match this.
Taking back the Silas.
They are 12,000 gold ahead or thereabouts, and T1 advance on 2 lanes. Faker in mid.
Oh my
Stolen
god.
away Elk's ultimate and
I'm looking at everyone's items, but look at Owner and Gumayushi. Are you fucking serious?
Played with the Ruin King alongside a Terminus and a Ginsu's. Look at Elk still about half an item behind T1.
Carrier Renata, man.
Continue
Unbelievable.
to pile the pressure on. Looks
This Renata is a big problem for BLG now.
Just trying to find some semblance of an engage, trying to find some way to break through the armor of T1 right now, and perhaps it's Faker that they want, but he dives back in onto Shun. Half HP now on the Xin Zhao, and T1.
Yeah, the cannon's doing the work. Look at the cannon.
They need to do. They have the Baron buff for another minute's time.
The cannons are doing a lot of work here.
Baron buff and 6 grubs just solve so many siege problems.
Oh, Faker. Who flashed out there? Keria? He had Kalista.
was lost there for Carrier.
I guess Kalista's
The
bot,
damage
right?
is still being done.
Here comes the engage. Guma no sums. This could be a good fight for BLG. Is he going to land on the Guma? Does Guma die here? I think he's fine. He has bailout. Owner just solo killed Elk. It's done. BLG win in 27 minutes in game 1. T1 win in 27 minutes in game 2. It's anyone's series now. The Silas looks like the pick of the series. Bot push looks like the picks of the series. But BLG has side selection. It's a best of 3 now. It's a best of 3 now. Both teams have put it on the table and they've shown it. Both teams have won a game in the exact same fashion. Wow. It looks very even between these teams now. It looks insanely even.
Both teams have been so good at snowballing their lead. So good when they get ahead.
They really have. It's been a seesaw so far.
I think if I was BLG in game 3 and I choose blue side, I can tell you my first ban is 100% Renata.
To swing the way it has.
100%.
Or will we see BLG maybe go to the blue side for the first time
yeah, we will
in
see
the
it.
World's Finals?
Everybody's been looking at Yone as
We will
this
see
pick
it.
all tournament long, but really Silas may be stealing the show.
It certainly may very well be. Now, you can dominate the Rift with Opera GX and have a chance to secure a Masterwork chest and key to Celebrate Finals. Get your official League mods for your browser, access a dedicated Riot Corner for tournament news, and enjoy a brand new co-streaming hub. We'll be back after this.
Oh boy, we're locked in big time now. Oh my god, we're locked in big time now. Your mic keeps clipping. I don't care, bro. I don't know how to fix it. I'm just gonna fucking lose my mind because this is insanely serious. Insane series. I really wonder what they're gonna do in the adaptation in draft. Because Sylas looks insanely OP. It really looks insane. Also, does Galio counter Sylas? I don't feel like it's a counter. Especially with Rumble. Maybe if they had like Galio Camille, I would be a little bit scared, but... Looks like T1 found a way to fix it. But now I think BLG blue side, they probably ban like Ashe, Xayah, Kalista on blue side if BLG, or they just ban like Renata. Do you think that Sylas first pick is a possibility? Do you think Sylas first pick is a possibility? I think very possible. I think super possible.
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX. Install any official LoL esports mod from GX Store to unlock bonus content and features. Browse the collection and choose a mod. Open GX Corner.
Oh, you want to come here?
Scroll to the
or do I go there? Oh, wait, I'm going to go say hello to his LPL stream. One sec, chat. Hold
Set
up.
your language and choose a stream. Only on the browser for gamers. Only on Opera.